everybody. Here in Lima, Peru. Just touched down. It's windy. Looking at the Pacific Ocean. And I'm here just for a few hours. What's up, everyone? Happy Saturday. It's soon to be Sunday. Been a long day, but definitely kind of behind schedule. Had a busy day. So still wanted to get this podcast out. You know, I feel like this is something that needed to be said. It's been a while that I took a 4 weeks hiatus where for 4 weeks I didn't do anything, to be honest. I needed a break. After I got back from DR 4 weeks ago, I was kind of burned out. Did you know this year I've been to 6 countries? Like I had like sit back and really think about it. Like, wow, this year I've been to 6 countries. 6 countries. That's a lot. The average American only travel at least once a year, but I've been to 6 countries this year, and I'm soon to go to Thailand. Yes, in a couple of weeks, I'll be heading to Thailand, where I'll be doing my first Asian trip, where I will spend 2 weeks in Thailand. Now, granted, I won't be doing the typical places that most guys go to in Thailand. I'll be doing a whole entire full country blitz. When I say blitz, I'm visiting 5 cities in Thailand within 2 weeks. 5 cities in Thailand within 2 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and name them all. First, I'll arrive in Bangkok. After Bangkok, I'll spend a couple of days in Bangkok. Then I'll fly out to Chiang Mai, which is the northern part of Thailand. And from there, from Chiang Mai, I'll spend a couple of days in Chiang Mai, then head out to Chiang Rai, which is close to the border between Laos and Burma. After Chiang Rai, I'll be flying down south to Phuket. Spend a few days in Phuket. Then from Phuket, I'll fly back to Bangkok. Then from Bangkok, I'll drive out to Pattaya. Yes, I have a full-blown schedule with lots of activities, lots of things to do. This is going to be a gunner trip. And when I say a gunner trip, I'm literally sticking and moving. It's just, I don't got time to lounge. This is not a vacation. This is totally a work trip. My goal for this trip in Thailand is to get you guys all the real up-to-date intel in Thailand. And don't worry about it, guys. You don't have to charge me for it. I mean, I won't have to charge you for that. My goal when I go to Thailand is to get you guys all the most updated information post-pandemic, what's going on, where the places to go, where the places not to go, things to see, things to do within the entire country. So this is my work trip for you guys. This trip alone is going to be a content-driven trip where I'm solely focused on getting you guys content, quality content, but also too, I'm hosting my first vlogging experience. So I'll be vlogging my entire journey from Atlanta, Georgia to Toronto, to Toronto, to Japan, then to Thailand. Then from there, I'll be vlogging my daily activities. So it's going to be a jam pack 2 weeks in Thailand. I can't wait for it. Then once I get back to Thailand, I'm heading back to DR to spend some quality time with the lady, and that's about it. That'll complete my 2022 travel season. And that's as I said before. This year I've been to 6 countries. Like it took me by surprise. Like, man, I've been to 6 countries this year. And now Thailand will be my 7th country. Well, actually, yeah, seventh. Then I'm back to DR, so there'll be 8 countries in total. Granted, I've been to DR twice this year, so I'll be literally out of the country 8 times this year. But anyways, the whole premise of this conversation is to talk about passport bros. Right now, that seems to be a very hot topic right now, all over social media, YouTube. Everyone's on passport bro. Now, granted, the passport bro serves a purpose to a particular audience. However, I've seen some good things and I've seen some bad things, and I want to talk about it. And also, too, I want to highlight that, you know, am I a passport bro? Like, I had to really ask myself that question, and I had to like really reflect, like all the things that I'm seeing and hearing from other YouTubers and other content creators that's focusing around passport bros and what comes with it. And it seems like the passport bros has a somewhat became hijacked. The passport bro has been around for a long time. And before, you know what, let's take a step back. I'm going to highlight my journey within the travel space. Keep in mind, I've been to over 35 countries. This year alone, I've been to 3 new countries. And I've been traveling for quite a while. I have close to 20 years of traveling. I've gone through multiple passports. And before the whole passport bro, excuse me, before the whole passport bro was coined, I was doing this way before that. And before the passport bro, there was a community of black men traveling. And at the time, we didn't have a name. We were just brothers out there doing their thing. Either they were in the military or they were just traveling, expats. And there was a community back then. This is when I was introduced to Charles Tyler. He's one of the pioneers of the traveling movement. And he kind of encouraged brothers to travel, explore their options overseas, and see what's out there. So, and this is back in 2014. I was introduced to Charles and his whole, explore your options and seeing the world, and don't settle for less here in the States. So I was introduced to Charles back in 2014 through his podcast. And I'm not sure if any of you guys remember his podcast radio. It used to come out on Sundays for some reason. I used to always hear it on Sundays. And of course, he talks about, why black men should go out and travel and everything else. Rest in peace to Charles Tyler. He actually passed away a few years ago. And when he passed, I was actually in Brazil when he passed. So that definitely affected me because he actually inspired me to come to Brazil. And it's interesting, my first trip to Brazil, he was there. And sad to say, he passed while I was there. And he always encouraged brothers to go out there and just travel, just get out the matrix. And I remember used to hear the matrix. And I didn't understand what the metrics was until I saw the movie The Matrix. So I put both of them together and said, okay, the red pill, take the red pill, you're awakened. Now you can see the world for what it is. And he was like one of the pioneers to really coin that, the whole utilizing the metrics with passport traveling. And also, too, there was a big movement around him. And this is the time where Facebook was uncensored. Yes, back in the days, back in 2014, 2015, 2016, look, there were a few Facebook groups, and it was Wild Wild West. And those Facebook groups, anything goes. Like literally, I've seen some of the most crazy things guys would post about their travel experiences. And of course, I share some of my travel experiences in these groups. But it was a small community of black men sharing and sharing and educating and inspiring other brothers to do the same. No one at the time, no one was profiting from this entire movement. And again, this is back in the early stages. This 2014, 2015, 2016. This is where we had a platform on Facebook where we all come together and all talk. And of course, there was some debates, some disagreements, some snitches. Yes, a lot of snitches at the time. And again, that's a whole different story there. But it was a community. And one of the things that we took pride in within this community back in 2014, 2015, 2016, you had to show receipts. So you can't claim that you're traveling, but yet have no receipts. So we'll call you out on that. And we're quick to, say, hey, you fronting. Because at the time, if you were traveling, where your receipts? And that was something that was common amongst us. And this other thing we saw is say, hey, if there's no picture, it never happened. So if you claim to be in this place or you've been to that place, all right, show your proof. And that's how it was back then. Now that traveling has opened to the public and now it's a thing that everyone can actually do, more people are actually traveling, which is amazing. More Black men are traveling, which is great. However, the things that were done back then were always kept in closed doors. And now it seems like everyone's just talking reckless. Like they're literally speaking all about their dirt, what they're doing overseas, speaking just negative about anyone outside of the group. And it's just like, you know what? The reason why I travel is for a woman. And that's what's being pushed. If you're considered a passport bro, you're traveling for women. You're traveling to go overseas to meet women. And it's just like, that doesn't apply to everyone. That doesn't apply to me. So it's interesting, like, when I speak to people like, hey, I travel, I've been to this place, that place, oh, you're a passport bro. And I'm like, no, I'm not a passport bro because I've been doing this way before passport bro. And right now, the movement is someone's being jacked in a way where everyone claims to be a passport bro, but yet there's no tangibles behind it. You have guys that never left the country calling themselves a passport bro. You got YouTubers calling themselves a passport bro, never left the country. Oh, I'm waiting to get my passport to start traveling. So how can you speak on something you never done in your life? Then you got these other travelers where they go to a particular country one time. Now they're a bona fide expert. They take a weekend trip. We call them weekend warriors. They go, they have a great time. They record the entire experience, put it all over TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. And now they're an expert. They know everything about that country based on that one trip. While the true veterans in the game, we're looking at this like, bro, there's more to this particular area, what you're showing and what you telling people. And not all of us are traveling for the same reason that you are. So now there's a perception when a Black man is traveling, he's traveling for one thing. And that one thing only is, you know what it is. Now, granted, there's a lot of motivations in why we travel. Some of us travel for the adventure, for the culture, for the food, just to get out the country. But also, too, there's that extra incentive. If you're a heterosexual man, yes, women will always be play a factor in this. But don't let that be your primary reason why you travel. And don't think that it's like, hey, the grass is green on the other side. And that's the narrative being pushed constantly by these so-called travelers. Oh, women over there are submissive. Oh, they cook and clean and everything. It's like, you can find the same exact thing here in the States. I'm sorry, guys. You can. But the thing is, you guys painted this narrative as like, well, all men are traveling to find a submissive woman. And that's not the case. Most men who are traveling overseas are not looking for a relationship. They just keep it a buck. Let's keep it real, guys. Most guys that are going overseas, they're not looking for a relationship. They're looking for a good time. Let's just keep it buck, man. Let's just keep it real. So when you say you're looking for someone that is submissive, overseas. You're looking for someone to clean your clothes, cook you some arroz con pollo, some plantains, so you could take pictures of them and record them, so you can brag it to your friend. Yo, I had this girl right here cooking for me. You know, she folded my clothes, dog. I never had that done before. That's nothing to brag about. If you consider yourself a traveler, man, that's the least of your worries, or not worries, but what you're trying to brag about. So it goes back again. Right now, with the current narrative being pushed about the whole passport bro movement based on the perception out there. And again, it's kind of negative, and it's important that whosoever is running this movement or encouraging brothers, guys, be honest with these guys, man. Be truthful. Not always green on the other side. I've seen guys get robbed. I've known guys who died overseas. I've known guys who've been drugged overseas personally. I've known guys who've been scammed. I've known guys who marry a chica overseas, bring her back in the States, and she left them. Yes, I personally know that. Actually, I know a few. They go overseas, marry a woman, then she comes to the States, she's off to New York or off to Miami. Nowhere to be found. I've seen that happen. But this is stuff that you don't hear about, because it's all about, hey, go overseas, you're gonna find that submissive woman and she's gonna do everything for you. Not knowing that, bro, when you go to another country, they expect you to be the man. There's no 50-50 overseas, guys. Oh, I pay the light bill, you pay the rent. No, 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 no. So if you're trying to find a submissive woman that, just get your passport and you just get there and all the women are going to fall to your feet, they're going to worship you, man, black man, that's all bullshit. I got close to 20 years of traveling. I've been to majority of these countries multiple times. I speak multiple languages. I'm Haitian. So being Haitian, we learn languages real fast. And to be honest, guys, English is my second language. I had to learn how to speak English. My first language is Creole. Spanish came easy. English, I had to learn. But again, this whole push about passport bros, again, I think it serves a positive purpose depending on who's telling the story. You have some guys out there talking about, you know what, you're bashing the women here in the States just to uplift women overseas. And I feel that if you're at a point in your life where you're done with certain people, why are you continuing to talk about them? Why do you continue to have 5 hours, 10-hour live streams talking about the same topic every live stream? If you're done, you're done. Why continue to have these conversations? Is it for clickbait? Is it for views? I don't know what it is, because I'm a small content creator. I don't get a lot of views. I don't get a lot of likes, but I do travel a lot. And I do see a lot. And it's just I don't know, man. I sit back and I see all these new content creators. As soon as they put passport bros on their title, they're considered bona fide legit experts. It's like, fuck, you don't even need to go anywhere. Just talk about traveling and people are going to follow you. I've seen guys use other people's content and claim it as their own. That's shady as fuck, man. I'm not calling out anybody out, but I've seen some YouTubers using other people's content and claim it as their own, like they've been there. That's crazy. Wow. Got some people on here. So let's see some of these comments. Wow, I got a lot of comments. All right. But travel to explore the scenery, the culture, the food, trying new experiences. The women are the icing on the cake. Traveling opened my eyes, my mind, and my taste buds. Same here. Same here. Women women have never been my focus in why I traveled. Never. Never had any issue getting women. I live in Atlanta now. It's too easy. The reason why I travel is to explore, network, and do different things. I no longer have interest to party in the clubs here, in the states. I don't care for the restaurants here. I don't care for the activities here, unless it's like kids related for my son. I could care less. I'd rather just go ahead, play with my toys, book the next trip, and travel. I'm all about meeting new people, experiencing new culture, trying different foods, but also too just seeing something different. That's where I'm at this point in my life. Global papers, I travel, smash models, and pop bottles. Hey, I've done that a few times myself, man, and it's a lot cheaper. uh, Rich Free. Generally, isn't a passport bro simply brother with a passport? The term wasn't around when I was started traveling. Bingo. The term is different. It means different to different people. Uh, Again, I'm more of an old head, so passport bros. I think the passport bro applies more to the younger guys. But for me, right now, like the way they push in the passport bro is someone that's traveling to find a woman. That's what it is. I mean, that's the perception that I'm getting. If I'm wrong, please someone jump online and correct me because the growing perception that I'm seeing based on women and guys, passport bro is a man who travels for sex. Passport bro is a man who travels for women. That's all it is. That's the perception. If I don't do that, I don't consider myself a passport bro. I'm a traveler. I've been traveling for quite a while before this whole term is being thrown out to everybody and everyone is claiming it, but that's just never been my thing. And as I said before earlier, I'm going to Thailand. Look, right now I have a list of itinerary of all the activities and places I want to go in Thailand. And as I said before, in 2 weeks, I'm gonna visit 5 cities. I don't got time to stick around, hang out on the beach, and just chill. This is like, all right, I'm here in this city. I got to go visit these following places, try these different experiences, get back on the plane, go to the next city. And I'm not sure a passport bro does that. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. What's up, OG? Yeah, man. Hey, you know what? It's kind of funny. I had to really come to terms that I'm now an OG. It just, at first I never really considered myself, but then again, I realized how much I know, the experiences that I had, the places that I've been, and it's like, wow, I am the OG now, mid 40s. Yeah, and one thing is, I'm never afraid to share my information and getting another brother on the right track and traveling. I've always been a huge advocate in sharing information. I think anything that needs to be paid for is not worth it. A lot of the great information you can find is online for free. One thing I stand by with my travel is that the amount of preparation you put into your travel will dictate what type of experiences you have. So you put less timing on your preparation, the less the less experience you're gonna have. The more time you put in your preparation, making sure where to go, what to do, what not to do, and everything else is gonna dictate the type of experience you want. So always been a huge advocate of that. Kevin the cool guy, what's up in the chat? What's up, Kevin? Johnny Johnson from the movie Frustrated coined the phrase Matrix. Yeah, I know I heard the Matrix before, and again I heard it from Charles at the time, and again I didn't realize that the Matrix was tied into the actual movie and how the United States is considered as the Matrix. So once you get your passport, it's like the red pill. Once you have that passport, you're no longer part of the matrix. And it took a while for me to understand that. And again, this is back in 2014, 2015. So Charles Tyler will always get credit for that. Charles Tyler is one of the pioneers that educated and really inspired brothers to get their passport and travel the world and go out there and see things that they want to do. And then also too, if you have an interest in finding a woman, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But I also know that a lot of men are ashamed for doing that as well. content game is bananas. Hey, thanks, Global Pepper. Paper. I wouldn't call myself a passport bro. Yeah, I mean, again, some guys consider themselves a passport bro. What I noticed that the younger guys, like let's say 25 and under, they call themselves passport bros. Men who are 30 and over, they don't consider themselves a passport bro. So I'm not sure if it's a maturity thing, but I'm a grown ass man, a grown ass black man with two kids. I have a 19-year-old who plays football at Kennesaw State, 6'4", defensive tackle, and I have a 10-year-old. I ain't no passport bro. I've been traveling for too long. My sons traveled. Both of my sons have passports. So this is a lifestyle for me. And as I said before, this year alone, I've been to 6 countries. And being a digital nomad, I could get up and go whenever I please. As long as my son is situated, I'm good. 17 years a game, 30 plus countries. Call me what you want. Models and bottles for life. Hey, I know you. I know how you move, man. uh, Most of these men wouldn't travel abroad if the pro was illegal. That's true. You know what, Buck? That's a good question. Why do men are actually traveling? Is it for entertainment, sex, or is it for really about the culture? Is it really about experiencing something different? What what I've come across, most of the men that travel is mainly for one thing. And if you take that one thing out, will they still travel? Answer that, guys. If they were to take that one thing out overseas, will guys still travel? I'm opening the line up for you guys. You guys could jump in. We could have a nice candid conversation this late night. I just want to keep it real. Just have a candid conversation and talk about it, man. Are you a passport bro? If you are, tell me why. If you're not, tell me why. And also, too, if sex is not a huge push for you, would you still travel? I wonder if anyone's going to join the line and have this real talk with me. Again, if you're a passport bro, jump online. If you're not, jump online. It's a great way to have a conversation. Again, you don't need to show your face. Just have a profile, and we can have this conversation. One thing for sure, man, dude, I got tons of receipts. Tons of receipts. Let me share something with you guys. This is my website here, Black Man Travels. And this is where I talk about digital nomad, being a digital nomad. I'll give you guys tips and tricks on how to find a remote job, a 6 figures remote job. Health and wellness. It's important that us black men, we take care of our health. A lot of us are dying at an early age. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, and rest in peace to everyone, to other black men who lost their lives at an early stage. Lifestyle, traveling is a lifestyle. Can you maintain that lifestyle? And also just traveling, seeing the world for what it is. And what I try to do, again, I'm a content creator. I'm not a YouTuber. I want to make that clear to everybody. I like to take pictures, I like to do videos, and I like to write. And some of the things I can highlight is I have a blog. I write blogs. We highlight different conversations. These are some of the blogs that I've written. I love taking pictures, places that I've been to. Of course, I got to get some eye candy in here, but it's all good. But also, too, I do a lot of videos. Like I was showing earlier, I highlight some of my previous experiences. Nice. How often you see this? I've been everywhere, guys. I've been everywhere. Like honestly, I haven't been to Asia, but the majority of Latin America, I've been. So Brazil, Ecuador, Peru, Chile, Colombia. I haven't been to Argentina yet. So I've been all over Central America, Mexico, Panama, Belize, Honduras, El Salvador. I was there this year. Guatemala, Panama, um, Canada. That's the easy one. London. I mean, there's so many other places I've been. Africa. I've been to a couple of countries in Africa. So I've been around, man. I got content for days. But again, I'm all about sharing my experiences with everyone else and encouraging you guys that you could do the same thing. It doesn't take much to travel, guys. It doesn't take much. It's not that difficult. It really takes the planning that you put into it, looking for deals at the right time, traveling during the low season, not during the high season. If you're trying to travel during Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July weekend, Labor Day weekend, yeah, you're gonna pay big dollars. If you travel during the off season, that's where the best time to travel. I only travel during the off seasons. Summertime, I don't really travel. Summertime, I kind of stay put until I let everyone else travel, do all that bullshit. Then once school start, I'm back to traveling again. And two guys, started a TikTok page. Yes, this old man started a TikTok page. So I upload some of my videos, getting some views. Is what it is. And I have an Instagram where I highlight a lot of my content as well. But of course, I highlight my kids. Highlight my life. I am a family man. I'm a proud, active father, hands-on father. I take very great pride in that. But yet, I still get it in with my travels. Still do. So, again, stop sharing. All right, so we got a few people, man. I'm gonna add you guys on. How you doing? What's up, guys?
What's going on, man? Can you hear me? Am I coming in?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I'm hearing feedback.
Let me see if I can do this.
Yeah, I think someone has their phone on or something.
Is this better?
Yeah, way better, man. Thank you, man. Thanks for joining the call, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, the podcast.
Yeah, I just got my passport and my pass card. The last time.
Congratulations, smart man.
Thank you,
smart man. You got the card. I always get the card.
Yeah,
I always get the card.
The last time I traveled was a honeymoon. Now it's like 2004 was the last time I've been out of the country.
Wow. And where did you go to in 2004?
It was Aruba. And I went with my new wife, and we only had sex twice. After doing a sacrifice 30 days of not sex, we're gonna tear it up in the Aruba. Yeah, we went there, and all of a sudden it became a vacation. I was like, okay, yeah,
yeah. I actually been to Aruba. I was married in the past, and now divorced. Been divorced for 7 years, and yeah, I've been to Aruba. I've been to a few of the Caribbean islands, and yeah, I mean it's cool to go there with a woman. I wouldn't recommend single guys to hit up those islands. It's not fun.
Yeah. Now, see, the thing is, for me, and this is just how I feel about it. I would think that the lure is the women, but once you get there, from what I'm seeing from a lot of y'all, is that the scenery, the culture, the people, the friendliness, the way you're treated, the way you can share information and ideas and experiences in these countries. I think that is what keeps you.
Yes.
The women will bring you there. I mean, it's going to bring me because I'm going to tell you right now, I want to see what the big deal is about Rio de Janeiro and, Reynosa, Mexico, I keep hearing about. All these other places, Philippines.
Wait, hold on, Reynosa?
Somebody said, "Hey, listen, you talking to a brand new."
They go get him, Kenny.
Get him, Kenny. You talking to a baby face rookie right now, man.
Okay,
he's brand spanking new, man.
Yeah,
style him out. Style him out.
Yeah, Reynosa, I wouldn't touch down over there, bro.
Oh, okay.
That's like on the Texas border.
Cartel.
Okay.
Yeah, just really dangerous, nothing to do. Yeah, like that's not you want to skip on Reynosa. So
okay. Tell me about the women. That's what they're pushing.
I mean, the only place in the Texas region to go to Mexico that's safe, legit, and the women are looking good is Monterrey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the Afro Latinas.
Well, I'll be honest. Like Mexico, you're not gonna really find Afro Latinas, dog. Like that ain't.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to go to Colombia, DR. If that's what you specifically like, your type of flavor, yeah. I mean, the closest you're gonna get to that is probably Guerrero area near Acapulco. And I have seen a few Afro-Mex people down there, but that's southern Mexico, and that's
near Belize, right?
no,
Okay.
Acapulco's on the Pacific
West.
side. Yeah,
Okay,
on
the
the
West
west
Coast.
side. Yeah, and it's about from Mexico City on an airplane, you can get there within an hour. On the bus, it's about 6 hours from Mexico City. So
Okay.
At
Okay.
this
Well,
point, I could care less what I get, man, because I'm just so sick of body positivity women. I just can't do it no more. So I'll travel
gotcha.
and get a skinny midget. At this point, I do not.
wow, man.
Don't say that. Don't say
It's bad.
that.
When I say it's bad, that's how fed up and frustrated I am, bro. You talking about frustrated 3? I'm at frustrated 87. Okay.
Hey, this
Damn.
brother needs to take a flight next week. But what's
Okay.
up, Panda?
Hey,
What's
what's
up,
going on,
Panda?
brother?
Quit the
What's
job, take
good?
my money, and go over there and be a nomad or something. It's bad, man.
Yeah,
Well,
Because
okay.
every woman you
you
meet
you'll
is
be
like,
you'll be all right, brother. Just take your time. But what's up, Canal? Holla at the panel. Kenny, what's going on? All the OGs on the call. What's going on,
Right.
Hey,
fellas?
what's going on,
Right.
man? It's all
Go look,
good.
go Astros. I got a shout out. Go Astros. I'm at work right now. Go Astros. We took
oh
took home the
boy.
World Series. You know. But it's a great topic, man. Great topic for discussion. I'm kind of like you, Canal, man. I done hit 7 trips already this year.
Wow, congratulations, brother.
Oh man, and like this is the most I ever trips I ever taken. So and I got another trip going out on the 29th to Colombia.
All right,
But
cool.
so
What
man,
city
I
you
was
going
trying
to?
to I'm just flying to Bogota and I'm just gonna hop around from there. So
All right, cool. Hey, Bogota is nice, man. I've been to
oh man,
Bogota
I like
couple
it.
of
I
times.
like it.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like real low key. I mean, there's still some baddies out there. I normally stay in Zona T area. You ever been to Zona T?
No, I stayed by what is that? Parque 93.
Okay, Pocket 93. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
man. But
you're gonna have a good
it's cool.
time.
Oh man, I've been a few times, man. And like for me, Bogota to me give me that New York feel, that New
It
York
does.
vibe. And it's like a transplant city. So the majority of the women that I meet, not even from Bogota, actually. So you meeting them from different places. Some
My
coming from
only issue,
Barranquilla.
my only issue
Mhm.
with Bogota is the high elevation. It's like that first day when you're there, you breathing hard, man. You walking around like,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah, yeah.
That's the only
you
issue.
gotta,
But after that first
yeah,
day,
you gotta get adjusted.
you're okay.
Yeah, it didn't affect me that much, man. But it's cool. I just love getting out. But like I said, good topic, man. And some brothers, say they passport bros. Some are just travelers, man. For me, man, we having such a good time. We cannot put ourselves inside of one complete box.
Thank you.
I'm 42. I'm happily divorced, like you. It's going on 8 years. I've been
Okay.
happily divorced. I'm single.
Dude, I'm happily divorced, man. I be telling people like,
Happily, yes,
like
sir.
when a woman talk to me, like I tell I'm happily divorced.
Yeah,
And they like,
yeah.
well, why you say it like that? Like, because I'm
I ain't got
happy.
I ain't got no headache, man. No stress. Like, hey, life is well. Life is grand. But to push back to the topic, like it's you can't define this with one specific term. Brothers do, what they're gonna do. Some cats just getting out for the beauty and the peace of mind. Like I am, I do for the total package. I love getting out the States. I love getting unplugged from the matrix. And my first rite of passage for me, I did some trips a while ago when I was in the military, but my first rite of passage was like 4 years ago, sliding through Panama, going through Central America. You know what I mean? And I just start sliding further down. I'm in the Houston area, but it's just like you figure out what you're looking for, especially as a older or a maturer man.
Yeah.
But the women are the cherry on top for us. But
Facts.
the excursion and then the balance is just like with me. I get a nice pad, a nice place, nice scenery, and I do a lot of self-reflecting and just working on game plan and just really understanding I'm out the matrix. This is actually happening. This is actually real. And then I just indulge into what I like. Well, look, whatever that may be. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
hey, guys,
what do they mean by? Okay, so maybe I'm lost. But what do they mean by the black man travels or passport bros?
well,
Like,
well,
it was just one thing. Like,
okay, let's do this. Let's do this because now I have a full panel. I'm gonna ask each of you guys, what does a passport bro means to you, and are you a passport bro? So we're gonna start off with Buck Travel. He was the last one that came in. Buck Travel, welcome, man.
Yeah, man, what's going on, man? So
I'm doing good, man. Oh, you got some feedback, bro.
yeah, so passport bro is a person that travels for the women, is a movement of unhappy guys who are kind of unhappy with the women in Matrix, so they go abroad and they just travel strictly just for women. Where compared to a travel bro means that you traveling for the food, you traveling for the culture, you traveling for the nature, other reasons. The women is the icing on the cake. When you meet them, you meet them. If not, you just enjoy your trip.
Okay, that's good. QB, what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah. So my thing is a passport bro is a guy that has pretty much resentment towards women here in the West.
Ooh, watch your
Yeah.
mouth. Watch your mouth. I don't want no issues, man. I'm already on the hit list, bro.
Right. And they're basically promoting that the grass is greener on the other side, which it is for the most part, but they're bitterment
Okay.
by the women here in the West, and
I didn't
they're
say
just,
that.
huh? Well,
I didn't say
okay.
that.
Well, a lot of them, hold on. So a lot of them, I feel, have like that tarnish kind of hatred towards women. I mean, granted, we all took L's when it comes to certain relationships, but we moved on and we realized, ooh, okay, we realized, okay,
Okay for that.
Hey, I'm not saying anything. QB's just shooting shots. Go ahead.
right? Well, no, I don't know.
Hey, I'm not saying anything, bro. I'm like, okay.
Yep.
Right, and we realized that female behavior is universal. Okay, so there's going to be good women and bad women overseas, but I feel like more so like the passport bros are saying women in the United States are just extremely toxic and bad. I can go overseas and just have a better type of woman. Whereas, guys that travel, we realize female behavior is universal and we're not putting foreign women on a pedestal. We're not going down there wifing up pros, even though some are. But we're experiencing the culture. We're letting guys know, look, there's many options. You can live your type of travel lifestyle. You can be the single man. You can have a main and be single too. You can do whatever. So I think that's kind of the difference between the two. Is it's the mindset. Um, Passport bros are bitter and trying to seek.
I got to pull out the chapel again, dog.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah, they're trying to seek validation, whereas men that travel, we already know what it is in these foreign countries, and we're not wishful thinking with the women. We understand that once we're gone, it's on to the next until we come back.
I agree. Like I said, I'm not saying nothing. All right.
All right.
Ahmad, I mean, what do you think? I mean, Ahmad, do you think what's the difference between the passport bro and the travel bro to you being a newbie?
Yeah, man. Well, look, I'm a newbie, but I've been going hard these last 5 years now. So
Okay.
and like I said, I was in the military like 9 years, so I traveled in my earlier 20s, but now I'm on a different level of traveling. But like for me, I don't know what to actually call them all the way, or even to put them in a box, because you have so many different level of passport bros. Like Kenny said, some got some bitter, some tarnished, some jaded, and you got some young guys doing the right thing. I met two young brothers actually, man, when I was in Cartagena. Blew my mind. Both of these brothers were retired, like 25, from
Wow.
Carolina. Young passport bros getting out. So they do have some brothers doing a positive type of thing as a passport bro. You know what I mean? And like I said, for me, I'm like 42, and it threw me for a loop to see these guys actually transition, understanding how the matrix work for us, the laws, and you get a chick pregnant, they digging in your pockets for child support, you get married, you get alimony and everything. But these guys, they really impress me, man. So they do have some good apples in that bunch. But like for me, for as myself, I'm completely getting away from that passport bro thing because I'm transitioning, moving the fuck out the matrix completely. You see what I'm saying? I'm working toward my visa process for Colombia. You know what I mean? So for me, I don't even see myself as a passport, bro. I see myself as going to be an expat. You know what I mean? I'm completely pushing past
That's
the
next level.
passport, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's the next step.
level.
And like that's next level. Yeah, so for me, it's a different mindset for as economics, for traditionalism, for peace of mind, for balance, for what I want. You know what I mean? So like I said, you've been married, I've been married. So I date sparingly in the US. You know what I mean? And I do run across decent women, but for me, economically, it's not a good sound decision from a business aspect for what I do. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So for me, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. So to piggyback what QB said in regards to like passport bros, at least some of them tend to be bitter. Do you guys agree with that? Like, do you feel like some passport bros are jaded by their relationships here in the States and therefore they go out and seek a relationship overseas? But my thing is the relationship they seek overseas are not with regular chicks. Majority of the time, we know who they messing with.
Yeah, they just getting it in. It's a numbers game. It's that feeling of conquering 30 bad broads or 15 when you can barely conquer one or two in the States. Now, I was married for like 15 years, but I've always had my percentile of women that I dealt with, man. Super smart, intellectual, the nerd type, model type chick. That's always, I still pull them. If I go out there and hunt, that's what I'm getting. My last two girlfriends, serious girlfriends, both of them were nurse practitioners. One had a double master's, one had a PhD. You know what I mean? Because I can't be around beautiful dummies.
Chicks. Yeah,
yeah, beautiful dummies. You know,
I can't do that either. I can't do dumb chicks, man. It's like for me, I'm used to attracting to a certain type of woman, even overseas. So for me, you still gotta have like your own shit. You still gotta have some level of education. I can't just mess with just pretty and just came and say hola correctly. You know, it's just like, so that's important to me.
I'm a little confused. Maybe you got to clear this up for me because, all right, so I get the passport bro thing. I see a lot of women talking about the passport bros. They don't want you over there and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And everything else. But I'm like, wait a minute. I remember, at least starting in the 60s, I mean, the early 70s, when sex tourism, when women go into third world countries to fuck, pardon expression. So they've been doing that shit for like 40, 50 years. In my opinion, passport bros are late to the party. This has been going on for a long time with women. They even got specials. You can go on freaking YouTube and type in sex tourism. You're not going to see a bunch of men videos. You're going to see nothing but older white women from Britain, Germany, America, Canada, going to Jamaica and other small third world and sex dudes and coming back here with babies and everything else. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. The passport bros or the traveling bros, especially if you're black, you're like 30 years, 40 years late, in my opinion. At least from what I'm thinking.
It's not that. It's just like we moved in silence. A lot of our forefathers were traveling. They just kept it quiet. It's just now with social media, everyone feels the need to brag. Like even back then, back in 2014, 2015, brothers were traveling heavy back then. But it was kept in a small circle, a small community. So, but now, everyone's trying to be the next, YouTube star, the next big Instagrammer. They promoting it openly, and now being, passport bro being a hot topic in regards to relationships. That's like the hottest thing to talk about right now. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna date no more Western women or American women, so I'm gonna go overseas and mess with women over there. But you're not even involved with the women over there. You're just having sex with them. but they don't want to talk about that. Now, granted, if that's all you want to do overseas, then keep it real. But I've seen a lot of guys mislead a lot of women overseas, thinking like, "Hey, I'm gonna promise you to marry you and this and that or whatever." They don't even do that.
Yeah, I heard that in the Philippines.
I've seen. I've been in this shit for so long. I've seen guys go out there and pregnant women in these countries. They don't even fucking take care of the kids, bro.
I heard about that.
These are like, and I'm like, you doing the same shit that you were doing in the States. You took it overseas.
But this is the thing I was saying about the women. The women were doing the same thing long before I heard about black men or men, period, doing it. Women been going overseas getting black babies and mixed babies and all kind of stuff for like decades.
But the thing is, for us, we kept it on the low. We only talked amongst each other. Now with different variety, different platforms, people talking about it openly, but they don't talk about all the bad shit that's happening. Like now, the whole drugging situation. Dude, I knew about the drugging back in 2015. Like I met dudes that got drugged in Medellin. Where I knew this one particular guy, he was in the hospital for 3 days. So this whole drugging, it seems new now because it's being blasted out all over social media. Dude, 2015, I knew a guy that was drugged and robbed in Medellin. So all this happening now is not new. It's always been going on. It's just people kept it on the low. It's just like now with social media, people want clout. They're gonna just spill the bean on everything.
Well, look. Now to another point, what he was asking. The thing is why they in a rage with the passport bros, because God rest, Kevin Samuels, they can't control that. That's one area that they used to controlling men with the judicial system, with the court system. They can't control this young man that's making $100,000 right now or 85,000 or see. They can't control it, man. That's why they upset. So they mad because these brothers are going out in droves, spending their money overseas, not wasting it on a fucking section in the States. He can go and do whatever he want. And these cats, just like the little brother that's out now. What's the guy? Austin Holloman?
Man, I love that dude, man.
He killing them. He killing them. That because he's 23, 24 years old, was making good money. And the thing is, like, you try. He say, fuck it, it ain't working. It's just that bad type shit. So when you put that aspect into it, and then you remove yourself from the judgment or how you getting ruled or controlled in the States by a court system, it's a fucking no-brainer. Get your passport and get the fuck out. So immediately these cats come into a passport, bro. Immediately.
I agree.
As soon as they turn 18, boop, another fucking passport, bro.
I agree, because like for me, all of my nephews, all of my nephews have passports because they saw me traveling during my early 20s. So they was like, Uncle, I want to travel too. And guess what? By the time they hit 18, all of them had passports. So they're all traveling now. Now they're in their 20s, early 30s, traveling the world, man. They've been doing it. And the thing is, it's like now I'm seeing more younger men traveling, which is amazing. Which is awesome to see because, not too many guys have that privilege to do that. Hey, Bobby, how you doing, man?
Man, the anger from these.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Hey, what you think of the topic, man? Are you a passport bro or a travel bro? Which one are you?
Bro, I'm never going to be a passport bro. Nah, I don't. The thing is, I don't like putting titles. I like being a traveler. The only time I'll probably recognize myself as like a digital nomad, because it doesn't have any connotations with it. Because all these new titles, people start claiming them, and then it gets like a connotation to it. That's why I try to stay away from titles. That's like my personal opinion.
I agree. Like, I consider myself black man travels. That's it. I'm a black man who travels. Been to a certain amount of countries. I love to travel. Women are icing on the cake. It's not the entire cake. It's not my primary focus. If I don't get it in, I don't get it in. I'm okay going home by myself. But you know what? I enjoyed my meal. I enjoyed my sightseeing. I did a lot of great things, got some great content. And that's what I walk away from. Maybe because I'm getting older too. So like, I always tell chicks, man, I got one good nut to give and I'm good. I'm gonna roll over and go to sleep. So it's just like, I'm at a point in my life where now I want to enjoy the experience. I'm not trying to bang 20, 30 on a weekend. I don't got time for that. I mean, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but that's the point of where I'm at with my travels.
Yeah, I agree with you as far as that. Cause like anybody that's been traveling, like the woman part gets old fast. Cause like that's always gonna be there. That's kind of like one of my problems with the passport bros is that all they talk about is women, women, women. The women are different. They're unicorns. Like they're submissive, they're feminine. I'm like, you can get that anywhere. Anybody who knows women knows that no matter what culture or country you go to, there's submissive, good women there. So it's not unique. It's not a unique thing if you find like a feminine, submissive woman.
I
And I
agree.
feel like a lot of these guys are just like, honestly, I just feel like a lot of these guys are just grifters. Like, I just think they're trying to come up. I think they see this as a wave. Like, they see like other dudes, they came up, they built up their platform, and now they shilling nonsense like jobless and t-shirts so they can live remotely. So other dudes like, I can sell some crappy t-shirts.
Hey, I got. Hey man, you threw some shots out there, Bobby. Behave yourself, man. I don't want no troubles.
I'm just keeping it real. Like, yeah, dudes are trying to use this as a come up. Like, come on, why everybody have 8-hour live streams and every 5 minutes they requesting you to hit that cash app. Like, bro, there's never time when I was on YouTube live showing people around the country and I'm like, yo, can I get a cash app? Can I get a super chat? Come on, super chat over, take down the street. Like,
Yeah, a lot of them are doing that, man. I see a lot of that.
Now, okay, guys, why a lot of guys are doing that? I mean, what are your take on that? I mean, like why guys are using their platform as a way to make money, leveraging the whole passport bro as their gimmick.
That's how you travel. I mean, that's how you make your money so you can go do what you say you're doing. So it is what it is. You know?
Okay. QB, what's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, so I would say there's a couple of dating coaches that are trying to infiltrate the whole passport bro movement. And I'm not afraid to call them out on this stream. Alfie Kingdom, he's one of them. He literally changed his name to Alfie Passport King. Okay. When Austin Hollerman blew up, authentic alphas wanted to ride that wave as well. These dudes show no receipts with the women that they travel to, that they with women in other foreign countries, yet they want to write books on, dating women internationally, which Alpha Kingdom is doing. Authentic Alphas is rating other men's bodies with uh fitness models in Mexico City, and it's like, what the hell? Like, do why do I need a body rating from a dating coach if I'm not trying to be a fitness model myself? And mind you, authentic alphas, he takes TRT, which is testosterone replacement.
Mm-hmm.
So his physique's not even real. But yet he's telling guys to get in shape and do this and do that. And it's very misleading because you're not doing this naturally. So that's the whole grift that's I'm against. Now, if other travel content creators saying, hey, I charge for a consultation, I charge for a tour, that is something totally different. I don't find that as a grift because, for me, that's what I do. I let guys know, hey, the information is free. You can go look it up, but there's a lot of things that they're not going to tell you. And if you like what you see in the videos, and if you want to move like this, then you're gonna have to hit me up for a consultation, or if you want to meet me, we can work that out, but it's going to cost you X, Y, and Z.
Now,
Otherwise, just go by your damn self.
I respect that because again, there's a lot of information out there, guys, that is free to the public. However, if you want a unique type of experience like my experience, then yes, I may charge you for my time. Like, okay, cool. If you want me to come with you, buy my plane ticket. You know, so but in regards to like, you know, information that I know that I can find online, I'm not gonna pay for that. It's just like right now for Thailand, dude, I'm spending hours each day planning out my trip. And it's like, you know, I could easily reach out to somebody and just say, hey, they offer a consulting service of $300 an hour. I'm like, dude, I'm not paying for that shit. I could just go online and look it up myself, watch a bunch of YouTubers and get the information. And honestly, most of the information I'm getting is through what is from white YouTubers.
Oh, that's
Like right now on Thailand, like I don't see no real content from black travelers from Thailand. Like everybody's stuck on stupid on Pattaya.
Wait, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Like, what was that? 3 weeks ago. All the black dudes just stay in Pattaya. They don't go nowhere else. They don't do nothing else. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry to interject.
No, it's all good. I'm just saying. It's just like, you know, right now, you know, I'm planning this big trip. I don't know if you guys heard, but I'm going to Thailand in a couple of weeks. I'll be 2 weeks out there. I'm spending 5 days. I'm 2 weeks visiting 5 cities.
Man, so you're wore out.
yeah. That's the goal. That's the goal. I'm gonna burn myself out, man. Gotcha. 2 weeks, 5 cities, solo. I'm by myself. By myself. And the thing is, all information I'm finding about certain cities, because I'm going to Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Phuket, Bangkok, and Pattaya. Pattaya is gonna be the last city that I go to. But it's just like, you know, I look at some of the black YouTubers that are currently in Thailand. They're all in Pattaya. And all I'm seeing is Walking Street, 808. Nothing else. Is there any temples out there? Is there any, like, you know, stuff that I need to know? Like any, like, you know, fairs or any something unique about Pattaya? Walking Street, 808. So I'm like, okay, I got to follow white YouTubers. So I've been following other white YouTubers, and I'm learning a lot more about Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai. I'm planning to do the elephant sanctuary, the tiger sanctuary. I'm about to hit up a tribal village. All this shit I got through a white YouTuber.
Wow.
And that's the thing. That's why, like, for me, for this trip here, dude, I want this shit to be, I want to gather so much content for you guys where, you know what, I can put this shit on my channel. If you guys want to know about Thailand, the real Thailand, yo, come to my channel. Anything about Bangkok, I'll have it for you. Anything about Chiang Mai, Phuket. I don't see brothers in Phuket. Dude, I seen countless of videos. Ain't no black man in Phuket. Everybody's in Phuket.
Dude, Zoom to Thailand went to those other cities.
I don't see no content from black brothers on Phuket. Nothing.
Yeah, dudes, like, I'm telling you, like, black dudes don't really. It's like, yo, most of the black content creators are in. I don't know why they just stand for Thailand. I couldn't tell you the reason why. They just love coming. They love going to Pattaya. I guess because Pattaya, it's kind of like a easy city to live in. I guess. Like, I don't understand, like, because Pattaya doesn't even represent the real Thailand. That's the problem. So I don't know why you were going to go to live in another country and be in a city that's just a big red light district. Like, the whole city is just a big red light district. Like, I think they say like 80 to like 90% of the girls in Pattaya are working girls, and I'm like, why would you want to live in a city like that?
So, I'll say this, guys, and you guys could argue against me. A passport bro will go to Pattaya. A travel bro or a traveler will go to Bangkok, Phuket, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai. They will hit up different areas. A passport bro will go to Sasua and stay in Sasua. A passport bro will go to Cartagena and stay at the clock tower. A passport bro will go to Pacajeras in Medellin and just stay in Pacajeras. That's it. A traveler will go to different areas and explain and really travel and experience the country. A passport bro will go to Copacabana. Fuck Rio. They just go to Copacabana. That's it. Hit Mavs, hit Dolce Vita, hit up the fucking Sugarloaf, come back home. That's my take on it. I mean, I could be wrong. You guys could disagree with me. I'm good.
Well, let me ask you this, and maybe I don't want to be
Well,
off topic, but
oh, okay. I'll go after you.
yeah, just curious. For your first trip, what do you guys suggest? Is it more or less Thailand, or is it DR, or stuff like that?
I'm gonna let you guys. I'll let the pen answer that question.
I guess
Ahmed?
I'll start. Oh, go ahead. You go select people. Go ahead.
Ahmed, go first, and I'll call you guys by your name. Ahmed, are you still there?
Yeah, it depends, brother, where you coming from, your economical situation. What state are you in, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, not at all. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, via Brooklyn.
It just depends on you, man. What you trying to do now? If you into the Afro Latinas, you can shoot to DR. You know, how's your Spanish? Yeah, Espanol.
0.
Oh shit. Oh man, hey man, get on Duolingo, man. I got one ESA. Start learning Espanol. See, that's gonna even make it even harder for you to try to get out. But it just depends on your job situation, your economics. If you got vacation, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a lot of factors into that, man. I'm in Houston, so my first trip out, I think the rite of passage from where I'm coming from was everybody was shit hot on going to Sosua. 15 years ago, I heard it was the shit. That was supposed to be the first rite of passage. Sosua, then Colombia, and then like Thailand. But that was in the past. But like I said, I did Panama, Colombia, Dominican, then back Colombia.
Okay.
It just depends on you, man. Find something that pulls you. See, the thing is, your route is your route. Your route is always going to be different from mine and all the panel members. You got to find out what's your fit for you, brother. And that's like Kanal said, through research. Like QB said, find out, you know, what places that you like to go, what you're into, and just start doing research on it, man. So grab 3 places, major cities. Try to stay. I would go towards the bigger cities first because it's a little bit more safe. And being that you don't know Spanish, you know, it's going to be a little harder to move around. But just take your time, do your research. Take you about a 3 or 4 day trip, a shorter trip. You know, find some things to do in that area, man, and just go. Just pick one, man. Flip a coin, and then if you don't like that spot, go to a different spot. Hell, you might go to the same spot three times in a row because you liked it. You know, you liked it so much. But then do something different and go to a different city so you can see the different culture changes in the region. You know, because I like Colombia, but like I was saying to Canal, Bogota's got a New York vibe. Medellin is like Las Vegas. Cartagena is like Miami. You know what I mean? So it's just different vibes. You know, I'm a country boy, so I kind of like, you know, a little bit slower pace, but where the quality is a little bit more prevalent, just a little bit more existence, or a little bit more traditional. Fast, you know, fast city, fast pace. That's what you get. A little bit slower, a little slower pace. You know, the quality is a little bit better. The outskirts, you know what I mean, because it's untouched.
I want food and fishing. That's really it. You know, I heard about the job in Costa Rica, and I definitely want to go out there and cast.
Hey, so I'm gonna go next. I would suggest Costa Rica, since I've been to all these countries: Costa Rica, DR, Colombia, all them countries. But I would suggest Costa Rica for a first timer because number 1, it's safe, and number 2, there's a lot of English speakers out there because they're used to American tourists out there. So I would suggest Costa Rica, and it's beautiful out there. You know, so I would suggest going out there.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Who's next, or can I go next? Now, am I muted? Oh, I guess I'll go next then. I'm gonna just piggyback on. It depends on your time frame, how much time you got. I haven't been to the big 3, so I don't have experience there. But I've been more in Asia and Africa. If you got like 2 weeks, I'll say like, yeah, you need like 2 weeks, because if you go into Asia, you got to kill 2 days flying there and coming back. So that's 48 hours to 56 hours. You can go to Thailand. Thailand is super friendly. It's a tourist economy. A lot of people speak English. It's designed for tourists, so you can get away with it. You can also do the Philippines. The Philippines is a little bit more rough around the edges, but like everybody speaks English in the Philippines, so that's kind of an easier transition. If you're feeling very, very adventurous, you can go to Africa, Tanzania. That's one of my favorite countries. It's a little, but it's Africa. Africa is rough around the edges. Tanzania is easier because it's super safe and everybody speaks English because English is like their second official language. So you should be able to get away with just speaking English and learning a couple little Kiswahili phrases. As far as that, my recommendations, if you want to do that, wait, how much time do you have? Like 2 weeks, a week? So I can just give you just lock it down.
Well, yeah, it's probably about 2 weeks. I can do a 2-weeker.
2 weeks?
I can do 2 weeks.
I'll recommend Thailand. Because Thailand, you can get, Asia is fun. And Thailand, everybody that went to Thailand, they always say they have to go back to Thailand. I never met a person who went to Thailand and was dissatisfied with Thailand. So Thailand's my favorite country in the world. So I would recommend Thailand because you're gonna get more bang for your buck too. Because Thailand is super cheap. If you really want to stay out there for a month, you could easily get an apartment for $200 or something like that.
Nah.
So, huh?
No way, man.
I'm dead, bro. I'm dead up. I stayed in Thailand multiple times. $200, $300 is for a basic apartment. If you want to get something a little funky, a little nice, you gotta go up into the $600, $700 range, and then you can have somebody come in and clean it every week or 2 times a week. And then if you go to $1,000, you basically got luxury places. You can have that's why I like Thailand. I feel like Thailand is New York on a discount. It's New York 40, 50% off.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you this right now, based on my current research in Thailand. I'm staying in 4 to 5 star hotels, literally paying $50 a day.
Jesus.
I'm staying in Bangkok. I forgot the name of the hotel. It's a 5-star hotel. Because it's the country's starting to open up again and tourists are starting to come back in. So there's a lot of deals. I got a 5-star hotel in downtown Bangkok for $55 a day.
Oh my God, brother, you killing me. Jeez.
Bro, I got a 4-star. I got a 4-star hotel in Chiang Mai, $32 a day.
Damn.
Bro, listen, my goal is to get so much information for you guys where, you know what, you don't need to pay no one for no goddamn consultation fees. Where it's hey, listen, this is the blueprint. Now, if you decide to go to Chiang Mai, check out this hotel. You're trying to go to Phuket, check out this hotel. You're trying to, or Airbnb. If you're trying to go to, this place, check this out. So, and that's the network that I wanted to create. Is hey, listen, we're creating a network of brothers where we could actually share and break bread and ideas and experience with each other. Where, you know what, boss, Buck Travel need to go somewhere. All right, cool, Buck, you going to Thailand? Yo, here's a list of things that you need to do. So I already built out your itinerary for you. Now, if you choose to do it, that's on you. You choose to do your own thing, it's what it is. But that's the way I was brought into the game. But with the other OGs, when they brought me in about DR, Colombia, and Brazil, they sat my ass down. It's yo, Kanal, sit down. We're gonna teach you the ropes. And that's what I'm doing to the next generation. My nephews, even my son. My son's 19 years old. He loves going to Miami for a Rolling Loud. He knows where to go, where not to go, where to eat, everything else. So it's just again, I'm just passing the torch. I think that's how the Black man travel movement should be. Passport bro, travel bro. We should be passing the torch to the next generation. Now, granted, there's certain unique skill sets. Hey, you want to, need some consultation about starting a business overseas or, buying real estate, then yeah, you should pay for that. That's important information.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But paying consultation just to travel?
But let me tell you something though, They got some cats that are fucking lazy.
That's true.
and
That's
you'll
true.
you'll tell
I
him
agree with that.
you'll tell a brother something, and before you know it, he'll have you looking at fucking hotels or some shit like that. I'm like, hey man, I'm already pissed because I'm on this damn night shift already. Okay? It's okay to nudge them a little bit along, but they got to do the work they fucking self. Sometimes, man, I don't like no lazy fucking dude. I'm gonna do a certain amount of research, and like you said, the more you dig into your research, we cut this here off. The more you dig into your research, the better off your trip will be. But don't be no lazy fuck, man. Excuse me for cursing, man, but I ran into that, man. You meet some guys
Oh, me
and
too.
they'll shoot you a text and say, hey man, how you doing, brother? Da da da. Can you give me some information about it? I said, okay, I start shooting. And I say, well, hey man, have you been doing your research? Now, man, that's why I'm hollering at you. I'm like, man, if you don't get the fuck off my phone, shit, goddamn it. I'm cool and patient, man, but goddamn, you know what I mean? That's for those cats, light their ass up, do the consultations, man. But I
Yo,
just don't like no lazy cats, man. Sorry about that, man. I
no,
just
no,
had to
no,
get
no,
that
no.
out.
Honestly, I'm the same way. I always tell guys, "Have you done?" I had a few guys hit me up. They went to Colombia. Yo, they hit me up on DM. Oh, yo, I'm in Colombia. What's to do here? I'm like, nigga, you ain't do your research?
Mm.
No, I don't know where to go. It's like you just showed up, don't know what to do, where to go, nothing, huh? I'm like, dude, I ignored him for the rest of the damn trip, man. I was like, all right, don't fuck with me, man.
Yup.
I got a
Yeah.
quick question. Would y'all consider that? Because I know there's been. Because I don't really understand what this term is. Like a passport pookie, or Ray Ray. That's the people that just show up and just don't have no idea what's going on in the country. Do y'all consider that term a real term? Because I keep seeing that pop up on YouTube, but I don't really know what the definition is. Like, is
Well,
it just a
you got them trash ass dudes that's doing this shit stateside. They bring this shit overseas. That's the past doing that dumb shit, that ignorant shit that make us look fucked up as a people. You know what I mean? As brothers. So when you got the brother doing that Pookie and Ray Ray shit in the states, and that shit transcends and go overseas. Say, well, I'm at a restaurant, and they got this Pookie Ray Ray motherfucker in there doing some dumb shit. Immediately, if they have an issue, guess who the waiters got to serve next? Me. So it directly affects me. Or you got these dumb cats making it rain in Cartagena. You know what I mean? That's that ignorant shit, man. But it happens on all levels. Young, mid-age, older. I mean, you see different shit. Just like they got dummies out here in the States, they got dummies that travel overseas. And that's one reason why I be traveling solo so fucking much.
Damn, that sucks.
Right, right, facts. But Kanal, I kind of want to get back on, guys wanting information on
Sure, go
traveling.
for it.
Um, here's the thing. There's a lot of dudes that they don't want to travel by themselves. So, prime example, part of my channel, I attack the dating coaches in regards to game, and you need this, you need that, and they charge for game products and consultations, and to talk to some of these guys is like thousands of dollars for an hour. So one guy reached out to me, was like, hey, I'm really interested in going to Mexico and this will be great. And this guy is actually a virgin. He
God
lost,
damn.
right.
Oh shit.
Hold up.
Hmm.
Woo.
wait?
Hold up,
How
hold up.
old?
Hold up. We mean virgin, like traveling, or virgin just getting ass?
Virgin getting ass. Okay.
God damn. All right, bless
A
Right.
his
lot more
heart.
than you think, brother.
20,
A lot more
21
than you
years
think.
old. So, he paid me for a consultation in regards to Tijuana. Uh, but I told him, like, hey, let me go down there with you,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
going to Mexico your first time as a virgin, like, bro, like they're gonna literally smell the freshness off you. Pause, no homo. Everyone from the vendors to the pros, like, yo, like, what the hell are you doing? And you know what he did? He went there by himself.
Ouch.
Um, Thankfully, nothing bad happened, but it almost became bad. A friend got drunk in public. Um, had an altercation with the cops, but they didn't do anything. And I mean, he's really green. He didn't know how to fuck the girl. He didn't know nothing, you know. Um, so of course, they want the girlfriend experience, and I'm like, yeah, you don't just pick any girl. You make sure there's a mutual interest between you and her. Um, and she's willing to do the things that you want to do. If she doesn't agree, then you don't pay her. You find the one that wants to do that. So he understands, and now he's like, okay, you know, if you're going here, I will, shoot you out this. I'm gonna get the place, and I'm gonna take your lead, and that's what's gonna happen on the next trip. But my goal is to get you where you're gonna be moving by yourself, where you feel comfortable traveling by yourself. Because let's face it, we all know that there's gonna be homies that you plan trips with, they flake, they don't want to go, and you're gonna be moving solo, and you gotta get comfortable of doing that. But a lot of guys that are new to traveling, they need someone to kind of hold their hand, and they're willing to pay for that, and to me that's a good thing.
Excellent service, man.
Hmm.
Excellent service. Because, like you said, they got those guys that's timid,
Right.
and and that's just. I would put it like this. When I first started traveling, I would rather pay to be like in a hotel, vice versa, Airbnb to a new city I never traveled to before. That's kind of how I will move until I can feel how the city moved and all the vibe of the city, man. And I'll never pick a hole in the wall type spot. I'm always in something that's gonna always have that peace of mind. And if you getting a consultation or a guide to come with you for your safety, by all means, it should be done.
Facts. Yeah, it's just, fortunately, this younger generation, they've been, they're not as socially aware as men like us on this panel. Um, and a lot of them are introverts, and so seeing somebody's content and letting you know, like, hey, this is how you want to do it, this is how you move. um it's really, really big. um because traveling alone, not knowing where to go, not knowing what to do, not knowing if you have, like, simple stuff, do you have phone service when you get in that country? Because if you don't, you're going to be asked out, and that's extremely dangerous.
QB,
Hmm.
can I chime in on that?
Yeah.
I travel alone to several countries, and I'm not gonna lie, it's scary. I'm always nervous, especially to a new country.
Hmm.
The furthest country I ever been to was South Africa solo, and I'm not gonna lie, my stomach was bubbling when I landed. I was nervous, man, because okay, I'm by myself. If anything would have happened to me, no one's not gonna know. And now that same feeling that I had when I went to South Africa, I have that same feeling for Thailand. I'm traveling by myself. I'm moving around this country by myself. So I'm it's okay to be nervous. I'm nervous. Like I'm really nervous. And that's why like I put so much time and effort into my planning because each time I land, trust me, I'm sending a mass text to everybody. I'm at this so and so hotel. I'm that so and so place, just in case if anything would have happened. Because past couple of years, we lost a few brothers who died overseas, and no one didn't know what they couldn't find their bodies until they went to their apartment. So what I'm doing for my trip for Thailand, I'm sending an email to all my family members, what hotels I'm staying in, where I'm going. So if anything were to happen to me, or if case an emergency, they know exactly. Okay, during this certain time, Canal's here. So when you guys follow me, if you guys friends with me on Facebook, dude, you're gonna see me pinpointing where I'm at. It's like I'm here, I'm there, I'm there. It's just in case. And
Right.
it is a scary thing to get on a plane by yourself. and go to another country where you don't know the language, you don't have the internet connection to stay connected. It's scary, but it still gives me a rush. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if you guys feel the same way as a traveler. Do you feel that
Right.
rush when you go to that new country? It's like, damn, it's the unknown. Do you guys do you guys
Yeah.
ever experience that?
Yeah, I feel that all the time. That's why I actually want to piggyback off of what you said. Is like I feel like okay, yeah, you can reach out for consultations. Like if you really, really need consultations, it's not a lot of information out there. But I think part of the experience of going to a new country is doing your research, finding out what you need to do, and then getting there and executing your plan. Because that's part of the excitement for me. Because I feel like I'm an adventurer. Like back in the days, we had like the internet how it was. So I feel like going to a new country is like the closest thing we could get to like being like nomads, like adventuring through the world. So that's how I kind of look at it. Like I'm not downplaying it. Like if you need a consultation, definitely get a consultation, get your information. But also I feel like part of the reason why you want to travel is to like study up, do your research, because that helps you improve as a person. And then when you get on the ground and you feel that nervousness and that excitement, that's how you test yourself. That's how you grow as a person. And that's just kind of my opinion. And I'll let y'all chime in.
Okay. And anyone
Now,
else?
now, hold on. My kind of response, real quick, I understand the nervousness, and yes, I get nervous too. Um, Traveling, going to places, meeting people. I mean, hell, when I went to Kabul last week, the girl that I took back that I met from the club, I mean, she could have robbed me, honestly, but here's the thing. I stayed at a secured place.
Mm.
They checked the ID.
Mm-hmm.
they they made sure I was good. Dude spoke perfect English. Um, so there is safety guards you can take to mitigate certain situations. However, you're absolutely right. Anything can go down, but at the same time, you're not going to be staying at somebody's hood at any country. You know, you're going to have some type of barrier of defense wherever you go because we want to maximize our time in that country and not have safety really be so much of an issue.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm not saying like you should just go there wild card and just wow out and just show up to a country. No, I'm just saying that you can do your research and do your things, but like you shouldn't be overly dependent on people because some of the whole part of you traveling is for you to explore, it's for you to go out. I don't know, maybe I feel different, but I feel like traveling is for you to grow as a person. Not just like I don't want to just have somebody tell me go point A. You can like give me suggestions, but
Right.
like next time, okay, if I go to a country that doesn't have that support system, like the first time I went to Haiti, I didn't know who to contact to do consultation, so I had to do my own research. I found a secure spot. I found some ways like, all right, what's the safety way? I can't go like that, and I went, and I was good. But I'm saying like not every country is gonna have a support system. That's why I feel like you should develop those skills to research on your own. Still lean on the resources that people. If you got somebody to lean on, about okay, do a consultation, do a consultation. But like I feel like you have to develop your skills too. If you want to, unless you want to be a permanent traveler, unless you just want to do like okay, A to B. Somebody tell me what I'm gonna do A, B, C, D, and I'm good. And that's good. But I'm just giving the people another option.
I
Right.
agree. I totally agree with that. Uh,
Real quick, it also depends on their level of awareness. Like, and it's just different with everybody. I'm an adventurer, you're an adventurer, but the next guy that want to travel, he might be not a fucking adventurer. You know what I mean? And if like I'm an adventurer, but my brother is not. So would it benefit my brother to get this consultation so he can travel? You know what I mean? So it's about where everybody lane is. Just find your own lane. No answer is, there's no complete answer in this subject. You know what I mean? New traveler, old traveler, because everybody is different. Our personality is different. Our background is different. Like with that guy, that brother that passed in Medellin, a few like a month back or whatever. I'm in a military group, and these brothers go so far as security wise to where they're getting medical insurance, and then whatever country they traveling to, that you can put your information down with the embassy and let them know where you're actually traveling to. That's how far you can go into left field with security. So a lot of those guys, whatever country they traveling to, they check in with the embassy. And he's like, and that you don't have to be a veteran or active military, any U.S. citizen, if they have a embassy. And I just found it out because I never just like checked into the embassy. I'm like, oh man, I'm good. But as stuff started rising, you want to, as the situation changed for us traveling, we need to also change too and kind of evolve how we operate. Because I'm thinking about it. Okay, what's the next further step I can do? I know I got the Airbnb. I know I got the lady getting the ID checked, or I have her send me an ID, a picture of her ID. How can we be more aware? Like, point in case, I was in Bogota, I flew in last month. I mean, my Spanish is okay enough for me to maneuver around, but I caught this fucking dickhead. Oh, excuse me. I caught this asshole recording me on his fucking cell phone. Now you just landed. I'm talking to somebody, and he's recording my conversation, man. So I immediately, I'm hitting gas on him, getting on. I get on the defense completely, and I was like, well, when you think you're gonna be able to like relax, something might push you towards to be a little bit more safer, a little bit more secure, but just be aware. That's what it's about, being aware, man.
I want to chime in on this. I want to chime in on both points. One, if you're gonna travel with somebody, find out what their personality is. Because for me, I'm more of an explorer. I'm not a lounger. So stay in the house or staying in one place all day, that's not me. I like to get up. I'm an early riser. I'm up and going, full of energy. Want to go to the gym. I want to go out, sightseeing. I want to do all this stuff. If you're that type of person that wants to stay in one place or just do casas, I can't. It won't be a good mix because our personalities are different. So if you are traveling with somebody, make sure that the person you're traveling to kind of match well with your personality, because it's going to cause problems. If anything, it's going to ruin your trip as well. And also too, in regards to the extra step, dude, sometimes I tell women, dude, hey, this apartment has cameras. You're being recorded.
Of course.
So of course I'm lying, but I let them know, like, just to think that they are, and it's just like, hey, listen, this has camera all over the room. So if you're about to do anything stupid, don't do it.
That's awesome, man. And like with me, I said, hey, send me a picture of your ID so I can upload it to the landlord or whoever the person I'm renting from. They need to have it on file. You know what I mean? So because I said they watching on camera. That's perfect, man. And if they say if you get that little crawfish or whatever,
I'm gonna tell you this right.
Resistance, it's a wrap.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. My last Colombian trip, was it last year? My boys and I, we got a crib, and we hired a security guard. And the security guard, we got an extra room for the security guard. The security guard stayed with us. Yeah, man.
That's smart. That's smart.
Look, it was my boy idea. It's like, because we had an extra room. I'm like, it was a small little room. It was like a kid room. It was like, my boy was like, yo, let the security guard stay there. He could just make sure everything's cool. So the security guard, he was with us everywhere we went. We went to like different places. He was with us. And when we invited girls to come over, dude, he checked all their purses, like thoroughly checked their purses, grabbed their ID and put it in his pocket.
Wow, that's awesome right there.
And the thing is, he didn't go to sleep until we went to sleep.
Awesome. And let me ask you this. How were you able to let the security guards stay there? Like, how did that work?
You know what? We just told him, hey, listen, man, we'll pay you extra. We'll pay you extra if you stay over. So he called his wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he called his wife, and the wife said, all right, cool. And I spoke to the wife. They said, listen, we're gonna make sure we take care of him and everything else. And he was like one of us. So for 3 days in Medellin, dude, he was like the third wheel. So it's just like whenever we went, he made sure he looked at the back. And it's like whenever we had a chick come over, entertainment, entertainment.
That's smart, man.
And he'll
That's
stand by
awesome.
the door and he said, "Yo, let me check your purse." And he'll thoroughly check their purse. Say, "Give me your ID," and you get your ID when you're leaving. And this is like when they left, he gave them ID. But the thing is, he made sure that everyone else was good. And he'll walk around. Of course, everybody's having a good time. He'll walk around, make sure he won't drink. And the thing is like but everything else we'll make sure he's eating and everything else. Then, but he made sure like all right, you guys are good. All right, I go to sleep. And guess what? He went to his room and went to sleep.
And
But by then,
how much was that service? How much was that service?
well, I mean, for us, it was 3 of us, so we all chipped in $20 each. So
See how economical
yeah.
it is to do. There's no reason. Hell, I want to have Jason Bourne walk on my goddamn Airbnb.
Right.
Shit, roving the premises on watch. You know what I mean? For
Yo,
$20, $60 a day, you iron this guy.
I'm gonna tell
Come
you,
on,
this
man,
dude
that's
was a
awesome.
jiu-jitsu. He was from Venezuela. He was from Venezuela. Jiu-jitsu, like he could fight. And they were just like, we kind of gave him like, hey, listen, you work for us, we'll take care of you. And the night that the morning that we were leaving, I told everybody, hey, whatever you got in your pocket, give it to me. Like
There you
peso
go.
wise, we kind of got a lump sum and gave it to him, man.
Mhm.
And it's like whatever stuff we had in the fridge, we had tons of food, tons of drinks. He took it to his wife, took it to his family, man.
Awesome.
He was so happy, man. And to
Mhm.
this day, I still have him on my WhatsApp.
That's awesome right there, man.
Yeah, and it's like he took care of us, man. He let us know, like, yo, like we out in Pockets Jerry's, we in the club, whatever. And again, he won't drink. He stand right there. Of course, he'll sit with us, but he made sure he kept a watchful eye on everybody. And I was like, I felt safe, man. I felt safe, man. And it's worth paying for it. Take care of your security. Especially now with all the drugging and robbing that's going on. Don't risk it. Look, $20 to you ain't nothing. $20 to them is something.
There you go.
Yeah, that's dope. I mean, you just gave me a new idea because I usually just try to like give me a couple of local dudes and just bring them around with me and like, all right, just take care. Like, okay, when we go out, don't worry about nothing. Just play watch out. But now you gave me an idea. Just hire the security guard because I usually always give my securities like whatever place I stay at. I'll just look out for security. Like, yo, you need something to drink. Yo, here's a couple dollars. Go
Yes,
get
sir.
yourself something to eat. But now you gave me the idea. That's a good idea. Just hire him, have him chill with you.
We
Like
hired him and we gave him the room. We gave him his own room. So he went home, told his wife. I spoke to the wife on the phone. We video chat just to make sure he's okay. And he had his room. So it was like, once he went in the room, he went to sleep. And we let him sleep, let him rest up for the next day.
Yeah,
It was worth it, man.
That's dope. Cause I usually be having extra rooms because I usually try to get like a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom. So yeah. So that's dope. Yeah, I like that,
yo. Now, guys, that's a traveler. That's not a passport, bro. It's a traveler. But hey, guys, this is awesome, man. And again, ain't no real shot towards the passport bros. I mean, you guys are learning, but understand that there is a difference between someone who travels versus someone that just say he's a passport bro.
Yeah, I feel like passport bros. I don't take shots. Like I say some things that's kind of like risque.
I'm taking shots. I'm taking shots.
Yeah, but I feel like they're just at level 1. Like I think majority of us got there. It was like, okay, we just got out the country. You see how the women are. They're like, oh my god, this is so amazing. And then you're like in that honeymoon phase. That's why I think some of them, I'm not going to say all of them are, but I think some of them are. Some are genuine honeymoon phase and they think it's amazing. I think like probably 3 years from now or 2 years from now, after they've been to a couple countries and they
become us.
Yeah. We're like the old men.
They graduate. Yeah, they graduate. Yeah.
It's funny because like I go to DR so much, man. I got my girl out down there for 7 years. I got land, I got now new business opportunity out there. So when I go to DR, it's like going to Miami. So when I tell people I'm going to DR, like, oh, you going to DR for real? I'm like, bro, it's nothing, man. It's just, it's bullshit. It's just, I have a very nonchalant attitude in DR. But to other people, they look at it as like, man, you living the life. I'm like, no, not really. It's just fucking DR. That's it. But it's interesting how when you get to that level where you travel so much, it's like whatever. Like for me, I get excited when it's a new destination. It's like, yo, this is a new place that I've never been. But if it's some place that I've gone plenty of times, like, yeah, okay, all right, cool. This is what it is.
And
I mean, do you
a
do you
big
guys feel the
difference.
same way? Do you guys feel the same
Yeah.
way when it comes to traveling?
Shit, yeah, man. And the big difference, we're more focused on building that relationship with people. That's a big difference. Passport, bro, some of them burn a lot of bridges, like you said. When I go to a place, I got a driver, I got a cook, I know this person, that person, I got somebody coming and I can refer them out. It's all about building a relationship. And then the ultimate goal for me, I'm gonna have another family in Colombia. So it's
Oh, me
just not
too.
about, you know what I mean? Just okay, I'm just gonna, burn up, run the scoreboard up or whatever. But man, I plan to have a family or two out there. You know what I mean?
Man,
So
dude, I'm trying
seriously.
now. I'm trying to get a kid by next year, though. I'm cream pine every damn minute I'm out there, bro.
Be good, baby, be good. Be good. But also it makes me focus in more on looking at the laws of that specific country.
Yes,
Now
I
I
do.
plan to go towards on the pension side, you know what I mean, with some retirement or whatever. But say I have a kid, guess what they can? I'm not saying they can actually do it, but they know I'm coming in this country with this specific amount of money. So it kind of make me come back and say, okay, well, how can I do it? The nomad visa, or how, you know what I mean? It really start, the further you start getting closer to, like, especially being an expat like I am, I'm looking at the laws, taking them a little bit more serious. Yeah, I do want to have a family, but hell, they can put you on child support in Colombia. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you came in as a pension visa, huh? Oh, okay, what you getting for your pension? Okay, we're taking 20%. You get your ass caught up again. So just do your research, man, and take your time. Don't jump the gun. Read, like you said, research, man,
Yeah.
and build those right relationships.
Right. Armand, I'm happy you said that because I understand a lot of guys wanting to escape or basically not deal with the law system here in the West, but in countries like Colombia and even Mexico, the laws are changing. Okay, they're becoming more Western. So I think it's important to know the laws where the country you desire to be. But if it's a situation where this may not play to your favor, then do what you feel that's necessary to where you're protecting your assets. So, prime example, Mexico's now starting to legalize abortions everywhere, all right, in every state. And if you marry a Mexican girl, technically she can get alimony from you from your your assets stateside.
That's
So
crazy. Oh, that's
y-
so crazy.
right. So now it's like, look, if I do want to settle down, with a Mexican woman down there, it might have to still just be a private marriage where we would get married, but not with any
On paper.
paperwork from the government. Just
Ah,
between you and I.
that's it. Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
That's
Because
that's awesome.
right, because there and I heard it from a lot of people. Like the child support system is a joke. Like they don't enforce it. It's impossible. Like you're getting pennies to the dollar. But when you marry and there's a divorce and they're going towards a no fault divorce down there as well, they can get your American assets. No bueno.
Wow,
Hmm.
Yeah, I think.
wow.
Yeah, yeah. Armin and QB's on some. They talk about some good stuff because there are people go to these countries and then they say like, yeah, they're the best thing since sliced bread, but they have no idea how the laws function, what you can and cannot do, if you can even own property there. People say I'm gonna go buy a house in like Thailand, but legally you can't even own land in Thailand, or you can't own land and like a lot of Southeast Asian countries you can't own land. and people say I'm gonna go out there and buy a house, and I'm gonna go buy land and build a house out there. So QB Amazon, they're making a really, really big fact. Understand the laws of the country that you're going to.
But here's the thing. It's kind of interesting. A lot of these guys that are promoting to come to these countries, they don't tell that. They just say, just come, just get your passport and just come. They don't give them the warning what's going to happen. And why is that? It's just like, just get your passport and just show up. They don't try to warn or educate that poor little soul that there's a chica down there or an Asian out there is going to take advantage of you.
Yeah, don't even start on that.
Clutch, go ahead, man. I want to get your take on that, man.
Oh yeah, I'm just so shout out to you for giving the opposite side of the passport bro thing that we've been hearing. That it's just all rainbows and sunshines and just red carpet treatment when you go to another country. I mean, for me, honestly, I've been to countries where that has somewhat happened. I've been to countries where it's been, and I've been to countries that has been like, or at least places and countries that has been, in my opinion, less than stellar. And as far as that's concerned, the reason, I mean, fine, you got the big four countries. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to one of the big four soon in Thailand, and I'll just say soon, partially because I don't want the trademark stereotypical passport bro going there and mucking it up before I get there, like they did to like Medellin and Sosua. So that's part of the reason why I'm going. Well, obviously,
keep in mind most of the passport bros and most of the travelers that are within the YouTube space mainly go to Pattaya. Once you go to Bangkok, Phuket, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, and some of the other provinces, you don't have to worry about that. It's like, based on my research, because I'm getting ready to go there in 2 weeks, there's no other Black YouTubers in these areas. They're all in Pattaya. That's what that's what I've noticed.
Yeah, I can second that. Somebody who goes to Thailand all the time. I can second what he's saying. But go ahead, Clutch.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, look, it's one thing going to a place and then you chopping it up with some people who are also traveling or some local, and the two of you are feeling each other, and then you just hang out or whatever. But look, I'm in my mid-30s. I have never had to pay for play once. I have been, actually, yeah, as a matter of fact, I've been active for half of my life, mid-30s, so like mid-teens, late teens, whatever. I'm not starting now, for starters. So I don't get where this narrative of everybody has to pay for it comes from. Second, the fact that right now, a lot of brothers' reputations are not that great. And whatever reputation we got is from that reputation that we earned between the 60s with the civil rights movement up until like the 90s, where you had, I guess, like positive hip hop, positive masculinity without the ghetto crap. Right now, most of these people, the people who are aware, at least the non-blacks in the foreign countries, they're sort of weary of blacks. That's been my observation, at least. And I'm actually working overseas. I won't say it's in the Far East, but it's right now, it's not the best, man. I mean, it's like between COVID and just being the foreigner and like the reputation that we have, not even just as blacks, but as foreigners in general, it's not the best reputation. But you got some people, other people pulling stuck my ass saying, "Oh, no brother struggled here. I know blah, 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 blah." Well, you were probably here during a different time. Or you were probably here 5 deep. Or you were just sticking to hip-hop nightclubs. Look, I'm not sure, at the risk of being self-deprecating, do I sound like a kind of dude who's trying to post up in a freaking hip-hop trap crap nightclub just to get chicks?
No.
Exactly. And the fact is, like, even with the passport bros, no shot against them personally, but whenever single other video I see, it's them posted up in that kind of rinky-dink spot that you can easily do back in the States. I mean, I'm not trying to post up in freaking Leroy's Houdang nightclub or whatever just to get some bar chicks. That's not the reason why I'm going. Trust me.
That's right.
Yeah, Clutch.
Yep.
I'm totally listening. Like, okay. Guys, Clutch, thank you for sharing that. I want to get you guys' take on what Clutch just said. So QB, Ahmed, and we go with Bobby and Buck. QB, what's
And
your
just to
thoughts?
add and just to add and just say one more thing before you all input. If the best of them are going for white men, like it is here where I am, I don't even waste my fucking time going. Go ahead.
Damn.
Oh,
Anyways,
I'm just hey, he's shooting, man. I'm like, I'm ducking. So QB, you got this,
right.
bro.
Yeah, so what's good, Clutch? I hope your boy Solo's doing well. I heard the good news, and that's between us, but I heard the good news.
Right.
In regards to the whole pay for play thing, hey, that's every man's choice and decision. I will say this: there are men here in the West that cannot attract a woman or a decent looking woman. So there are men that are forced, and I call them true force mongers, TFMs, that are forced to open up their wallet to have sexual desires with women. All right. I don't shame those guys, and I think a lot of them know what it is. Um, but that's fine the way you want to move and you want to avoid I'm not going to say mongers, but just brothers that act a certain way where they're not respectful towards the locals, throwing money in the club, acting a fool. um I totally get that. So my thing is, okay, if these guys go here and you go over there, it's all good. At the end of the day, as long as you're having the experience you want, you just let them act the way they are, um, and not really worry about it or making a big deal. That's kind of my thoughts and opinions.
Hey, I'm libertarian when it comes to pay for play. If you do it, that's fine. As a matter of fact, America can probably use some of that legalized, regulated prostitution in order to settle things between the genders. But that's a whole nother subject for another day. But continue.
Yeah. So all I'm just basically saying is, um, this world is big, and if you don't want to be around a certain crowd, there's plenty of countries and opportunities to go and venture. That's really it.
Yeah, Clutch. QB, I put some really good information out. Yeah, Clutch, you killed him. But for me, man, just trying to understand, like the other gentleman said, the passport bros, they're coming in at level 1, honeymoon, until somebody that they know closely to them, something happens and it raises their awareness, or they get tired of going to the same spot. So, it's just the timing. I don't I'm not against P for P. I'm not pro or con. You know what I mean? I know some brothers, they will not do it. I know some brothers that will. So you got these weekend warriors, of course, they going all in. They're running up the scoreboard, and that's natural. But if they can do it without being ignorant about and do it without being ignorant and do it without making us look bad, like the dummy that got caught in Cartagena smashing the chick on a balcony. I don't even think, can he even come into Colombia anymore?
Yeah, then he get banned.
Yeah, I think the brother. I think he
Yeah,
got banned.
he got banned. He got banned, and he paid a $3,000 fee.
Dummy, so they're like, in that instant with the ignorant stuff, I tend to hang around gentlemen my age and a little bit older. Like most of my G's that's in Colombia, mid-50s, early 60s. I do a lot of different things. I do like the artwork. I like the music. I come from a musical background, so I try to, you know, do what I need to do, but you try to reach one and teach one if they want to be taught. You can't teach somebody, if they just wilding out, you can't help them, man. You can try to pull their culture like, hey, young bro, hey man, calm down to do this and do that. But a lot of those guys don't want to even fucking listen, because sometimes you try to reach out, or I try to speak, be polite. Hey, how you doing? Give the head nod. And I was in the airport, man, getting ready to go to Columbus. I asked the guy where he's going. Hey, man, I'm going here or there. And so it was two guys, and one brother was real cool and I was able to talk to him, but the other brother was so standoffish. I was like, well, shit, well, fuck y'all then. You know what I mean? So I was just like, just trying to see, but just because a person travels don't mean they fucking cool. You got a lot of fucking haters out there too. So that's another reason why I travel by my fucking self. You know what I mean? So some brothers you click with automatically, and then some you don't. But help the brothers, yeah.
Well,
Help the brothers that want to be helped. Point blank.
I want to chime in on that, dude. When I say there's a lot of weird, hating dudes out here with passports, I've been seeing it for years, and it's just like, and when you meet them in person, I see why you don't get any pussy in the States.
There you go.
Sorry, it's just like I see why, and it's just like, you can't blame it on the woman, dude. It's you. You are the problem. Sorry, guys. It's just there's a lot of weird guys with passports out there, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, here's another thing. Black Man's Travel. You do have some guys that are just socially awkward. They're either autistic or a narcissist, and again, they're forced to monger. But it's unfortunate that there are some that don't realize that they're socially awkward, and they can't even socialize with other dudes without coming off as being weird. And there's a few of them on YouTube. I won't mention their names, but it's like, bruh, there's no way I can see you not getting any type of female interaction without you paying for it, and her leaving your hotel room without you paying for her to do that too. So yeah, I understand where you're coming from in
I
regards to
mean,
that.
I'll tell you this. I mean, my youngest son, he's autistic. He's high function.
Okay.
So I sympathize because my son, I think he's gonna have it hard as he gets older, like
Hmm.
dealing with women. But still, it's just like I try to help build that personality, at least somewhat be normal in regards to like socializing. But
Hmm.
when I say weird, I don't mean weird based on autistic. I mean weird as like, bro, you got some issues. Like
Okay.
I met guys who still dealing with their wives, their ex-wives that happened 15 years ago. Like the hatred of women or whatever perception that they have is so extreme. It's like no woman will fuck with you overseas, man.
Right. Okay. Now those guys, I get where you're coming from. They're bitter. They act strange. They're not autistic, but um, they're they won't accept reality. That's the best way to really put it and generalize it. They won't understand that, hey, it's either you got to move on or you can't be bitter about the past, or mongering is not going to help you get that affection, because let's be honest, there are guys that are trying to make pros their girlfriends, their
Yes.
next wives.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And no matter what we say on these panels, it's every man for himself. We know that's a no-no, and that's the toughest part, man. Because I had some pretty cool pros, you know what I'm saying, where they wouldn't, you know, charge me a certain fee, and they were cool, and I realized what they were really doing long term. They were trying to play the long term game. Well, maybe if I can be his girlfriend, I can see him more often, and I won't have to start doing this. And I knew what time it is. Like, hell no. Once you're in the streets, you're for the streets.
Yes, sir.
Here's one thing. Here's one thing with this whole YouTube thing, right? Guys are complaining so much about women, about Western women, mistreating men and ignoring them and everything else. These foreign women are watching these videos, so they know off the bat that once you get there, you already got issues with women there. So they're gonna do everything they can to please you, gaslight you, and it's just like they're gonna and that's how they get you. They're gonna do everything that like the fact that you complain about women here in the States don't cook, they don't clean, don't this and that. Trust me, she's gonna go extra hard on that. And the thing is, she's gonna do the little thing calling you Poppy, cooking you dinner and all that. He's like, okay, all right, she's cooking me dinner. It's like, dude, that's nothing to brag about. That's her culture.
They love that.
She does that for
Dog,
every man. She does it for a
She called
father,
me
for a
Poppy,
brother.
dog. She called me Poppy,
Yeah,
man.
it's just like, to me, it's just like, okay, dude, she does that for a father, for a brother. She does it because it's part of her culture. But when American guy go to these countries, oh, they're recording her. Oh, wow, she's cooking for me. Oh, she's cleaning. She's folding my clothes. Dude, that's our culture. That's nothing to brag about.
She gave me more than a peck on the cheek.
And trust me, dudes are paying for that. As much guys want to say, well, I ain't paying for anything. That's a damn lie. You paying for that, bro.
Yeah, facts. They paying for it. Especially like a lot of those girls that you be seeing on doing those lives when they're showcasing them, like, oh, look at her, oh, stand up, pull your shirt up. Like, how many normal women is gonna be on a live stream, stand up, spin around, pull her shirt up? I'm like, bro, and you didn't pay? Come on. But yeah,
hey.
I wanted to get back to the point that that Clutch was talking about, because he made a really good point. Like, because I always go X country, they love brothers over there. Y country, they love brothers over there. But then when you see them with their receipts, they're with the bottom of the barrel of the women. And I'm like, bro, how?
Yes, facts.
How you
Facts.
Hey.
Big facts.
hey, oh hell no! Hold up. Man, dude, some of the pictures and videos that I've seen in these WhatsApp groups and these Facebook groups, like, wow, you travel all this far for that. Plane tickets, hotel, visas for that, and you bragging about that? I just never. I don't know. It's what it is.
Yeah, I never understood. Like, I never understood it. Like, cause like I can understand it. Like, why don't these guys? Okay, if you were to know the true class of women, you got to deal with the upper class, the women that don't need you to deal with, not the ones that barely survive it. That's when you get their true, because like they don't need you. They probably got more money than you. And that's how I judge women. I'm not gonna go to like deal with the mud ducks and be like, oh my god, they're so feminine. I'm like, she trying to eat, man. I mean, no offense, I'm not trying to like be like poverty, like shaming and all that other nonsense. Because whoever's watching YouTube, they might try to find out who I am and try to like dox me or whatever. I'm not poverty shaming. I'm just being honest.
Hey, what's up, King of Dreams, man? How you doing?
Hey man, what's going on, man? What is going on? Salute to the panel, man. What's going on, fellas?
It's
King's
all good,
in the building. What up, my G?
Cooling, man.
Yeah, man. We're having an interesting topic, man. But the original topic was basically about, are you a passport bro or are you a traveler? So, King of Dreams, which is you? Are you a passport bro or a traveler?
This is what I say, right? I am a brother that travels, so I guess I'm a brother with a passport. I'm a brother with a passport, right? Okay. So, that's just that. Now, will I say that as far as what the populated connotations are for the term passport bro? No, but I'm not going to run away from it if someone says, oh, passport bros do this and that, because I don't think so, because there are brothers who travel that actually travel for the experience, like to learn. Now, there are some brothers that travel strictly for the woman and things like that. So I'm not really gonna address the critics and detractors of that. So the the short answer rather. The short answer is that I'm a brother who travels, and take that what you will.
Okay. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. And to be honest, I don't consider you as a passport bro though. I don't. It's just like the way you move, the way you conduct yourself. Now you're a traveler. Like it's just a passport bro is someone is brand spanking new to this. They're traveling because they're trying to get away from their issues in the states. So they thinking that they can find something better overseas. I mean, i.e., women. But I see you more of a traveler. So you're someone who go to a place, really expand himself, and embrace himself into that environment. And most passport bros don't do that. I mean, that's my take on it.
Right. What I would say is that, and I don't want to just like take over, but
No,
uh,
go for
my
it, man.
yeah. So my whole thing is that like is your take on that because of what the connotation has been for the term passport bro, or is that just what you just see? Not, I'm not challenging you, but I'm
No,
just
no, no, no.
saying,
It's cool. It's cool.
yeah.
I mean, I think right now, based on the overall perception that I'm seeing, right now with everything that revolves around passport bros, it just seems like passport bros revolves around finding women that are submissive. And it's just like that seemed to be the focus on both ends, from women and guys. Um, it doesn't focus around traveling. It's always about women. I'm like, dude, women are the icing on the cake. It's not the primary focus in why we travel. But it seems like right now with the passport bros, it definitely revolves around women, about finding a submissive women that's gonna cook and clean. And that's always seemed to be the focus on it, like on both ends. I mean, that's the way I see it.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say that you're wrong at all. I would say that the showcasing of women will get you views and likes and things like that, right? Like,
Hmm.
I mean, there's channels that will strictly just walk in, a guy will have a camera, will be walking around different
Yeah, walking
countries,
videos.
not saying a word. Yeah, hey, listen, and this is not me hating on anybody, but I'm just saying, like, they'll just be walking around and not saying a word, and it's just like, you see um a whole heap of baddies in that video, and the next thing you know, like, they got like 50,000 subscribers, and you're like, dang, like, the brother didn't say anything, but it's all good.
It's all good. I mean, my thing is like, again, I want to see more black men traveling. I want to see more black men dealing with their issues, not using travel as a way to escape, but really like explore and expand their horizon. I've always been a huge advocate in educating men how to travel. Like you don't necessarily need to go to the Sasuas, the clock towers, the Pacajeres, the Copacabana. There's more places to these countries than those typical spots. So that's always been my platform. It's like, listen, you got a passport, you got a car that gives you access to the entire world. Use it. Don't limit yourself to three countries. That's the way I've always seen it.
You know what? And that I definitely completely agree with you on that aspect, because like we are limiting ourselves if we just stay in the populated or the red light district areas, if you will. Like, listen, I'm not gonna police anyone or depolice anyone, like, for doing whatever they got to do, but I would say if you're at that country, show more than just the Parques, right? Show
Yes,
more than the clock tower, or wherever it is. So I agree with that. I agree with that standpoint. Definitely agree with that. What I
okay,
will
okay.
say though, is that a lot of brothers do know, like, that's gonna get them a lot of likes. But I would say that for what I would say is that you can also expand, but you can also kind of show a little bit. Like, you could balance it out more, if that makes sense.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I feel like okay. Yeah, if you're trying to grow your platform, you should showcase that. You're not just gonna be like doing like just touristy stuff that posts on YouTube. I agree with that 100%. But it's getting to the point where it's just that. It's not even. It's going from okay, just talking about women to just being this argument about who's better. It's like not even travel's not getting involved because most of the panels it's not even about travel anymore. It's just arguing about okay, they said this now we go do this and did this that. I want to see information about traveling. Like most of the information for because if you want to go outside of the countries like the big three or you want to call it the big four if you want to include Thailand now, there's very limited information from brothers. Most of the information is coming from more like white travelers. And I feel like that's a disparity that shouldn't be there. Cause like if all these brothers are traveling and we passport bros, it should be information about Argentina. It should be information about Chile. It should be information about Botswana. But like there's not. For most brothers, you don't see that information out there. At least from like black Americans or if you want to consider like the Western blacks.
Yeah, I mean, I would, yeah, I would agree with that. Like there's some brothers that do it, but it's not that much, right? I thought I saw Tobias on here. My bad. But I know Tobias is like one of them that's been out there. Ace Live has been out there. And maybe a couple other people on the panel that have been out there. And pardon me, if I overlooked you guys. But those are just two quick call outs. But you're right about that because there's a list of people that have been to Colombia or Brazil or Dominican Republic, and now Thailand, So yeah, it's the big four. I get that.
Well, at the end of the day, sex sells. Point blank. The bad shit always sells. The shit that they can get the most rise out of a person. That shit, they don't want to see that boring shit. They don't want to see the stuff that I do and I take a picture early in the morning with my cup of coffee when I'm looking down some mountain tops or ravines or something. That's boring to them, man. So it's all about growth and where they at. Sex will always sell, and you can make a buck too. So shit, that's what it is.
Well, this is no, and you're right about that. But this is what I would say, right? Why not? Why not have like a beautiful looking woman that will actually showcase and give like the history or something like that. So that's something to balance it because you have something nice to look at, and then also you getting educated.
Kings and Dreams. Actually, I'm giving you guys the inside scoop for my Thailand trip. Each city I'm going to, I'm hiring a beautiful woman to be my tour guide. And
that's smart.
Yeah, smart.
And I told her straight up, like, listen.
I'm sorry, not to cut you off.
No, that's cool. It's cool. I told her straight up, listen, I'm a content creator. I will have my cameras out, so I'm gonna need you to be my figurehead, my model. And it's just like, hey, you don't mind? Are you comfortable being in front of the camera? Like, no, I'm cool. All right, great. So when we do these temples, we do these elephant sanctuaries, everything else, you're gonna be pretty much the focal point of my content.
Right.
So it's just like, I'm gonna show my face here and there, but it's just like no one don't care about me. They want to see the fine little Thailand chick. So that's my goal. So I understand now, like, okay, great. You know what? Let me just get a little baddie. I'll pay her. It's like, hey, listen, look, I'll pay you whatever agreement that we come into terms with. Then we just go out there and get some content together. And it is what it is.
No, absolutely. Yeah, and that's a smart way to do it. Like I'm going out to Thailand in April and so like and I'm likely probably going to go to the Philippines too. But yeah, like I'm going to talk about some educational stuff, but I know like they don't want to see, K&D on there. Like they want to see, they want to see a nice beautiful face. So I listen, bro. That's a smart idea.
This is a great topic, man. I appreciate this, man.
I agree. Like, for my channel, I do show other stuff in regards to landmarks, monuments, museums. You're just gonna have some subs that appreciate it and some don't. So I would say never still get discouraged and just only make it about the women, um, because you want to be able to attract all types of travelers. You know, guys that want to explore, see things, know about excursions, know about certain restaurants, um, and just have that unique experience. So I say keep it up regardless.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. Oh, go
yeah.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I was just gonna say, just in response to QB, I completely agree with that. Like when I did the interview with you on my channel, QB, like that's why I kind of wanted to make sure that I touched all topics. Like I touched the ladies, I touched the food, I touched the beaches. If someone wanted to actually stay out there,
Facts.
you know what I mean?
Facts.
So this way, like someone could watch that video and someone could say, you know what, I'm only interested in the ladies. Okay, cool. And then someone could say, hey, you know what? What about the food? Cool. Someone says, hey, what about like inland or what about the beaches? Okay, now I know where to go and where I don't want to go.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna tell you guys this, man. If you guys have a YouTube channel, when I get back from Thailand, if you guys want to interview me and I showcase my, the content on your page, let me know. I'm more than happy to jump on your platform and share my content with you guys.
When are you going?
I leave November 18th, man. November 18th through December 7th.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be out there, just like the goal for me is just to gather as much content. So I'm not doing any lives out there. So when I get back, of course, I'll do all the editing and post them. But if you guys need me to jump on your stream, do a live with you and share my content with you guys, I'm more than available to help out you guys.
Nice.
Thank you, man.
So
I appreciate it. I'm, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I appreciate the offer. But I'm thinking, like, probably like March is when I'm gonna rev up when it comes to like the Asia stuff because I want to get ready for myself in April.
Yeah. Yeah. Right now, based on my research, I have tons of information right now, man. Like hotels, sanctuaries, like elephant, tiger, tribal villages. I'm doing all that. Man. So
Yep.
if you guys need some real content beyond Pattaya, like because I'm hitting them 5 cities, I'm more than I'll make myself available to jump on your stream and share my content with you guys. So it's all good.
No, that's dope, man. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. And
Yeah, that's fire.
yeah, and I also sorry not to cut you off, but also I have a guy. He's a content creator. He just started his channel, but he bought a house in Thailand back in 2007, and I interviewed him like about a month or two ago. And so his name is what is it called? Oh man, shoot, sorry. His name is I think it's called Time to Retire. Time to Retire, and he has connections to like properties and Airbnb. So like if you just want to rent out an Airbnb for a while, or if you actually want to purchase property in Thailand, I can get you his information.
Yeah. Definitely send it over to me, man. I'm more than happy to entertain that. But right now, because I'm doing a Lux series, so I'm doing like luxury apartments, luxury hotels. So that's part of my YouTube series that I'm doing now. Luxury on a budget. Like I said, right now in Thailand, dude, I'm staying in 5-star hotels for like less than $50 a day.
Hey, what website do you use for that?
I used Booking.
Agoda?
Booking.
Okay.
Booking. Yeah, man. I'm finding some amazing deals right now in Booking.com. And of course, Airbnb. Airbnb got some great listings as well.
So Black Man's Travel. I do gotta ask you this, Brody. Terms as the women, are you
Come on,
pipelining
man. Hey, I'm gonna say, all right. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys, man. Look, right now, Tinder is not giving me no fucking love right now. I'm like, how the fuck? Normally, every place I go, I get love. I'm not getting no love in Tinder right now, man.
Really?
And I know that nothing, nada, nothing, man. And I'm like, shit. I mean, normally, like every country I go to, I have things lined up. Like I have a few dates lined up. I got nothing, man. But my boy was telling me, like, bro, when you get there, it's gonna hit you. But right now, I got nothing, man. I tried Thai friendly. I didn't like the user experience of it. It's just too kind of clunky. So I was like, let me go back to Tinder. And Tinder, dude, I'm hitting every city. I'm hitting Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Phuket, Bangkok, Pattaya. Nothing. I'm like,
Are you using travel mode? Because they can probably see that and
that again?
just if you're using travel mode, it's obvious, and they'll probably
Oh, okay,
yeah.
probably that. Probably because
Yeah.
I used the passport mode where you could actually change your location to that particular country, and they think that you're there, but maybe they probably assume that I'm not there.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
probably it. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I can
I'm
speak on that because a
I'm
lot
an old
of
man, guys. I'm 44 years old. I'm old, man. So hey, I don't know.
black men's travel. Yeah, Thailand has a big problem with guys going on Tinder and Thai friendly and just wasting girls' time. Like it's a huge
Oh,
problem.
okay.
That's why girls, like some girls, I don't know if you notice in their profile, they say only message me if you're in so-called like Bangkok or Phuket, because dudes
Got
just
it.
go in there and waste their time.
Got it. Because my boy told me, like, bro, just stop fucking with Tinder. Just when you get there, set it off. Then you gonna get the hits. Cause I got all my travel pics. Like I got me wearing a suit, next to a damn Benz. I got my travel pics, everything. I'm like, yo, normally I get love, but I'm not getting nothing in Thailand. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna just fucking do the elephants and tigers and shit, and just do culture shit. But my boy was telling me, like, bro, you gonna get hit, man. So
Nah, it's gonna pop off. Like if I go to Thailand, I'll never pipeline. Cause like once you get there, it's like the floodgates open. Like I feel like Thailand is like the tutorial island. Like you just get to do whatever you want. Like cause I've seen dudes out there who shouldn't be getting some success. They still
yo,
get success out
yo,
there.
yo,
So
yo, Bobby and the rest of you guys, look, for the past 2 months, I've been doing tour days. And if any of you guys play football, you know what tour days are, man. I'm working out
Oh yeah.
twice a day, boxing in the evening, weights at night in the morning. Dude, I'm nice, but I got some daddy shorts. I got some daddy hoochie shorts I'm gonna be wearing, showing them damn thighs. Yo, listen, I'm nice right now, man. So it's like I got it. Like, yo, big chocolate man, chocolate man, chocolate man. That's what I want to hear when I'm down there, bro. So I'm in the gym hard for the next 2 weeks now. I'm actually cutting my
Facts.
carbs to zero.
Facts.
I'm like hitting the gym, hitting the cardio. Like I want to go there shredded. So when I'm on the beach, man, it's like, yo, you want to fuck me. I don't want to fuck you. You want to fuck me. That's the mindset
Yeah,
that I
that's
have
what's
with
up.
my
That's what's up, man.
yo,
No
honestly,
mouthpiece
let me tell you this, man. Let me tell you this. When I travel, man, dude, I want a bitch that want to fuck me. Like, yeah, you seem like, yo, I never had a black dude like you before. Like, all right, cool, let's go. That's the mindset that I have when I travel. So with Thailand, this is my first Asian trip. So I'm like, yo, I want to go the correct, man. So I've been watching like my diet, eating like under 2,000 calories, working twice a day, like getting my walks in. I'm averaging about 18,000 steps a day.
That's what's up, man. That's
Yeah,
what's
so
up.
when I get there, man, dude, I'm wearing a wife beater, my damn shorts and sandals, bro, like put the baby oil on. It's like, hey, what's up? Hey, I'm taking the old school, man. I just want to go out there and have a good time, man. But at the same time, I want to still, learn more about the culture, the food, and everything else. But one thing too, I never had an Asian chick. So I'm curious about that too. I'm like, I never had an Asian chick before.
Really, bro?
Never had. Never had.
That's
man.
crazy.
Oh yeah,
bro.
man.
I never had, man. I heard some things about them, man. So I'm curious.
Well, you'll do just fine, man. You'll do just fine. I'm saying the 2 days is dope, but even if listen, I'm not gonna discourage you from doing it, but I'm just saying, like, you was gonna be good either way, bro.
Yeah.
Nah.
Kings, I agree with you 100%. You've been to Thailand before, right?
I have not been to Thailand, but but I'm saying, like, cause like I like in the videos that I've seen, like I've seen, I've seen dudes that are like not in the, I don't want to offend anybody, but you
Big
know what I
Rod,
mean?
bro,
Like,
be honest,
they
Big
doing
Rod.
well. That's all. They
Big
doing
Rod.
well. They doing
Go
well.
for it.
Hey, kids, yo,
Nah,
kids, man,
I don't do
you
that,
gotta keep
man.
it real, bro. You gotta keep it real, man. Say what it is, bro. It's okay. It's okay. No, it's
Nah,
okay,
but you know,
Kings.
but you know what? Nah, man, and nah. All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is that like you're not going to you're not gonna lose in Thailand, man. Because you got to think about it, right? Like you already traveling all the way over there, so they know like, all right, you about something in order to get over there.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Well, one thing I'm gonna do too as well is like I got this from Tobias. While in Bangkok, I'm hitting up the sky bars. So each day, my goal is to do a bar hop at each of the sky bars. So there's 10 sky bars I want to hit up. So each day, I'm gonna hit up 4 sky bars. So
That's
like
cool.
if I meet a bad chick, like yo, listen, we're gonna do some bar hopping. We're gonna hit up all the sky bars for the next 3 days, and that's what I want to do. So I like
Yeah.
each day I want to take my damn camera with me and we're hitting up the sky bars in Bangkok, getting amazing views and content, and also enjoying the drinks and having a good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
dope.
Yeah, man. Speaking of Tobias, yeah, he and I are gonna pretty much be out there at the same time. I think he's coming like a week before I am. But
Nice.
yeah, so he's lived out there I think for like 3 years or something like that in Thailand. So he knows the
Mm-hmm.
area pretty well. So yeah, I'm a pretty much be rolling with him.
All right, cool, nice man, nice man. Well,
Yeah,
hey
but we
guys,
gotta, but we got some good content creators out there. Like Richie Mack is out there. Taylor Made Dreams is out there now.
yeah.
Chocolate Man in Thailand, like he likes to do a lot of excursions and stuff like that. So I would suggest linking up with him too, man.
Well, I mean, more than likely, when I get to Pattaya, because everyone is there in Pattaya, I'll probably link up with them there. But like the whole Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Phuket, I'm pretty much solo because I mean,
Okay.
I don't think any brother's gonna be out there in that particular areas. But
Uh, you know, honestly, I don't know where Chocolate Man lives, but
he's in
I do know
Pattaya.
like
He's in he's in Pattaya.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I've seen him like doing the elephant thing. I've seen him like at the Tiger Park. Like I know like that brother don't stay still, and he said it. He said it. He was like, "Man, I don't stay still." And I'm like, "Yeah, I see."
Well, hey guys, it's been amazing call. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes, man. I didn't expect this live to go this long, man. But I guess what I want to do is I want to do a final round. You guys give your final thoughts on the whole passport bro movement. Again, guys, I'm not against passport bros. I think it serves a purpose, but also to make sure you control the storyline that you're trying to give out to the public. You don't want to just give people the perception that you're just trying for pussy. I mean, that's just my take on it. And conduct yourself accordingly. If you're gonna go overseas, make sure you represent us well, but also just don't do nothing stupid. All this like throwing money in the air that I'm seeing now in Thailand, dudes just talking reckless. There's no need for that, man. Just keep a low profile, enjoy yourself. If you're a content creator, get that content beyond the typical areas and do your thing, man. So we're gonna go do a final roll call. So starting with King of Dreams, man. What's your final thought?
Yeah, man. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you for having me on here. I know I came a little bit late, but it's all good. And salute to everyone that's on the panel currently and people that were on the panel. And so, yeah, man. Just to kind of piggyback off of what you had said, Black Man, is that like expound on what you're showing as far on YouTube. And I know what sells, but you just want to think about your brand and what you're trying to put out there. I mean, if what you're just trying to put out there is just what you've been showing, then continue to do what you do. and I'll support you either way. But also when it comes to the travelers or passport bros, I would just say that if you are just a person who travels, it doesn't matter what they call you. Let your content speak for yourself, and just continue to do what you do. Stay on your purpose.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. Clutch.
All right, there we go. So overall, I have nothing against traveling the passport bros. It's just we got to move better. That's where I lay. It's like because right now, I mean, where I am, not the best for brothers. I'm just gonna say it like that. These white guys are moving out here with some smug and arrogance, and it's sort of pissing me off. But as far as just going to places, you are representing all of us. So keep that in mind. That's what I'm seeking from passport bros or just black dudes who travel in general. Yeah, we just got to move with some sense. We just got to move with some dignity, and also just to keep in mind that whatever we do, we are being watched, and the next brother is definitely being measured by it. So, hey,
I agree.
have your fun, get your cultural experiences in. Hell, get a swimming woman if that's what you want to do, but just do it with tact instead of the swag and show off and baby kid nonsense crap. That's what I'm asking.
Cool. Bobby.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Just to piggyback off y'all points, yeah, I agree with y'all points as far as we do got to move better, and we got to show different aspects of travel. Yeah, women are part of it, but yeah, there's way more things out there. There's about like businesses, like setting up how your life's gonna be, what country you want to live in, and as far as content, we need to produce like this. I'm not gonna say there's not good content creators. There are good black content creators, but I feel like on YouTube we're still like a couple years behind. Because if you look at other like races of content, especially like whites, like they audiences are a lot bigger. Like they push like a million plus, 2 million
Yeah, I
plus.
agree.
It's because they're doing different content. Like even me, like I'll give myself an example. Like I never really pushed women on my channel, and I got to like 4,000. I think I'm at 4,700 somewhere around it, without pushing women. So you can go different routes. You don't have to just focus on women. Like look at other content creators that's not even talking about women. They're just talking about the history of the country, and they're at like 300,000 subscribers. So we just gotta like open our mind and explore new ideas and bring up our whole brand. Because the fact of the matter is, every time we go somewhere, we're representative of our whole. And that's my final thought. I appreciate y'all guys having me.
All right, thanks, Bobby. Ahmed, your final thoughts, Ahmed? Ahmed, are you still there? You've been quiet. All right, we'll come back to you. Buck Travels. I know you've been quiet. Yeah, these guys probably fell asleep on the damn live.
Yo, I was gonna say because Buck always, shout out to you, Buck. I love you, bro. But yo, come on, I'm like Buck always got something to say.
All right,
Buck must be at work or he took a nap.
it's all good. QB, you closing this out, man.
Yo, epic stream as always, brother. Much respect to everyone on the panel. All I gotta say is Pookie, Ray Thuggo, they're gonna do their thing wherever they're at. Okay. What's the saying? You can take the homeboy out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the homeboy. The same thing applies with the passport. Um, there are plenty of places where a guy like a Marvin, a Michael, a Malcolm can go over there and do their thing and not worry about a certain crowd. Um, and that's really it. women like men that have certain things, and I feel like those guys, they're really limiting themselves. So know the culture, make friends. I cannot stress just making friends with waiters, Uber drivers, taxis, people that work at hotels makes your trip so much better. So
I
that's
totally agree.
pretty much it in closing.
All right, cool. Well, guys, there's no need for me to close. You guys did an amazing job closing it. Just want to say good morning. If you're on the East Coast time, if you're in the West Coast, good evening. And you guys have a great night, man. And more content to come, man. So Passport Bros, Black Man Travels, Blue Book Gentlemen, we're all the same, man. At the end of the day, we're all the same. Let's just encourage the next generation to travel, move correctly, and enjoy life. So with that being said, thank you guys. Salute. Talk to you guys next time, man. I appreciate it, bros.
All right, later, guys.
Salute.
All right.